Hey folks, how you doing? This is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. Hey Jason, hey Grace, hey Cecilia, how you doing? Hope everybody having typical difficulties. I'm sure that Jason will be up shortly, as well as Cliff, if as soon as I can get a hold of him. He said he was going to be in. Tonight's an interesting topic. It was actually started by Cliff, so it's going to be interesting to see how your device is not connected. There, Jason. So you want to try again? I cannot add you. Try one more time. I still think the get together should have a better name. I don't know. I want to call it the gathering, maybe. Who knows? What do you guys think? And as for tonight's topic, it was brought to you by Foxit Outdoors, otherwise known as our friend Cliff. He brought it up to me on his channel. He was supposed to be, he started on my channel. He was supposed to discuss on his channel, then supposed to finish it up on my channel, but that didn't happen. So we kind of like left, right, and the other thing. So all the information is in the description below on the YouTube side. So you might be able to see what's on the list and all this other stuff. Oh, okay. I apologize, Cecilia. I will say it one more time. Hello, this is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. I'm just basically wishing everybody, hey, Lost, how you doing? It has been a long time. The gathering, yes, but this is our kind of gathering, which I kind of think of it sort of like if those of us who are old remember, what's the word for it? The Highlander movies, there could be only one, but no beheading going on or anything like that. So, yeah. I will have to do something about that. I will definitely check that out about getting that going. Now, I'm not sure, Lost, if you saw what's the topic of tonight's discussion is. Cliff from Foxit Outdoors brought it up to me, and we discussed it minorly before. So it's going to be interesting to see what you guys think you would choose from. I've got the list up here on my thing here, and it's going to be interesting to see what people come up with, what they choose. Oh, I can't tell if that's... And as for your question, Grace, another thing is I used to host a Rennie winter gathering when I hosted an event for Renaissance fairs and stuff like that in the middle of winter, just because we missed Ren Fair. So I like the gathering. But that's Magic the Gathering was what you're thinking of, Grace, not this kind of gathering. YouTube, the gathering. What do you think, hon? Really? Okay. I don't know. I am going to have to give him a call and find out. This is why I have his phone number. It could be ringing right there. I apologize about that.
I'm sorry.
Nope, he's not answering his phone. I will see what I can do about the beginning ads. Maybe I can switch them out. I'd have to go back through and see what I can do. Let's see if I open up this in a new thing here. I don't know which one. I'm sorry, I don't know which ones to shut down or not. I mean, I'm still learning. So sorry. I will learn though. I'll ask some questions. I'll ask people, but I'll get it figured out. Okay. And what about mine? I'm cool, aren't I? No, Johnny, Cliff, and Johnny has been incognito for a while. He started working pretty much 7 days a week. I send him an invitation every week, and where he used to be a standard, one of my co-hosts here, not much way of happening lately. He's still around, just not as often as he used to be. No, I'm not that good, Grace. I mean, even though I can play flute, I am not that good. I don't know exactly how to get around that. I'd have to ask questions. Um, yeah, I can do that. There you go, Jason. Try that. I'm trying Cliff one more time. It just says he was active. I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm sorry.
Yep, that's not working. Let's try a different method here. Hey, there you are, brother.
Oh,
You made
yeah,
it.
I could not get go through StreamYard through Instagram. It would not
Okay.
let me.
Elijah Wood's cousin? Oh, you mean Tyler? I have no idea what Tyler's up to. I sent him an invitation for this one. So
Isn't Tyler in Texas?
I don't know where Tyler is. Um,
Yeah, I thought it was in Texas, like 2 hours north of me.
I am
Oh,
trying
that's
to
Taylor.
contact Cliff on Instagram, see if I can get a hold of him. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I don't think I'm the cool one. I think I'm the weird one. The cool one is like this guy and Mandy when she's here and Cliff when he's here. I'm just the weird guy. But I'm not sure if Jason saw the description below and on the YouTube side.
Yes, yes, I did.
I have all the pertinent information, not everything, but
Oh.
the good portion of it on there. So hopefully, if you could, see the 10 items. Is that your name tag on there? On your shirt?
Where? No,
What is that?
Real tree. Real tree.
Oh, okay.
Real tree.
Real tree.
One of their
Okay.
fishing shirts. Yeah. Oh, I wish I had one of those sewing machines that does embroidery. It's $380 to get one of those.
It's ringing. Nothing's happening yet. Well, he knew about my live, so I'm not sure what's going on. He'll probably show up later. Well, we'll be here. Okay, how do you shut this thing off? I don't know. I'm trying to shut. It won't let me do it. It won't let me do it. Well, if it works or it doesn't.
Out of all that, you only get to pick 10 items.
Okay, at the top is the list that everybody gets.
Yeah.
Okay. Then out of the stuff below that, which I listed, you get to choose 10 of the items from
Oh,
all those categories.
oh, okay.
But the food ones, you can only choose 2. If you decide to use 2 of your items in the food category, you can only choose 2. You can't choose more than 2.
Yeah.
So everybody pretty much guesses what my first choice would be, and it's pretty
Oh, yeah.
accurate usually.
The tent.
And my boy looked at the list and he said he chose the first 2 items the same as mine. He hasn't gone through the entire list yet, but I'm a feeling he's going to choose a lot of the same items I do, just because that's what we're comfortable with.
Well, like I said, with the 12 by 12 ground tarp cloth, no, You can use pine for that to keep you up off the ground and a better installation than a cloth.
I do have to do some adjusting because I think some of my spacing is off. So if
Yeah.
it doesn't look, it looks a little wonky. I'm sorry.
The
Like I said,
multi-seasonal
under
sleeping
bedding,
bag, yeah.
I would choose a multi-seasonal sleeping bag over a hammock any day.
Oh yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, you don't use that 12 by 12 ground cloth tarp. That would be the bad thing in cold weather.
It depends, actually, on what you're using it for. If you're using it in conjunction with something else, then that's great. I mean, say you have yourself a shelter you made, and you could use
Yeah.
it to help keep the wind out or the rain out or what have you, or as a rain catch or for catching water if you're in an area with low, water, there's not a lot of potable water. So, that's just an option. Hey, Evan, thanks for coming.
Yeah, but it says ground cloth, so it's not
You
going
can
to
use it
catch
for
water
other
very
things.
well.
I've only watched a couple episodes myself. Lost.
I've never watched any of them.
This topic was actually brought up by Cliff from Toxic Outdoors, and it was either on his channel or my channel or both. I can't remember which, because we're on each other's channels a lot. And so out of the 10 items I would choose, I only have 2 of them chosen right now, which is the bow and the ferro rod. Not the ferro rod, sorry. My mistake is mine would be the flint and steel over the ferro rod, because those always work.
And that sleeping bag.
The multi-season sleeping bag means it could be waterproof too. It
Yeah.
doesn't say it's not.
Yeah, you can stack up pine bundles underneath that and still keep you warm off that frozen tundra as well.
It depends on where you're at, because it didn't really. We know for a fact now that we know where it's at, thanks to Grace. She said this is going to be up in where was that again?
Newfoundland, yeah. Newfoundland.
No, it's way up further than that. Way
is it
north.
further than that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they still got trees until way north, so.
Yeah. Now for cooking, like I said, I chose the flint and steel over a ferro rod, because too many things can happen to your ferro rod before it won't work. Let's see here. Food items. I am not sure if I would choose food items right off the bat or not, because there's some good options. There's some good options, but I don't know. And the tools, give me a second here. I got to fix my list up a little bit. At least a decent knife.
No, I would probably do the Leatherman tool. Because a hunting knife, it probably won't be a survival knife. It'll just be just a big blade, fixed blade.
Well, it said it didn't say you couldn't get like a Amora. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Amora would be
yeah, yeah,
it crosses all different boundaries on
yeah.
uses. I'm not sure what an ads or how you pronounce it is. I have an idea what it is, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's
I've only
an
seen
old
one.
tool.
A pair of ice
It's this
spikes. I
tool.
mean, I thought that was under the list of
Yeah.
stuff that we were supposed to get.
Prohibited items.
Yeah, because you're going to be already having one pair of fully insulated or waterproof winter pants or bibs. So and two pairs of thermal underwear and all this other stuff. So you're going to have a lot of layers.
Yeah. So how close is this supposed to be towards Hudson Bay area?
Like I said, Grace said something on Labrador. It's up in Labrador.
Labrador. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh,
It's
if I
north
remember
of
correctly.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. I'd be more worried about the polar bears.
Um,
I don't know how far south they go. So
give me a second. I'm checking. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, Newfoundland and Labrador. They're kind of
okay.
combined. They're like they're
Yeah.
both, but it doesn't say
Yeah. So it's
where
right on the border
exactly.
area. Okay.
Because there's a billion lakes that they could be, near. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It could be, there's a billion of them, so they could be around any one of them or multiple ones. And some of them say, Seal Lake. Does that mean they have seals?
Yeah. Guess what? If there's seals, there's polar bears and orca.
I don't know. I don't know if you. Oh, thing is, going by the list, Grace. I understand about the char cloth. Yeah. Let's see what's on the list that you can bring with you. It says you can bring 2 wool, fleece, or cotton sweaters. If you have cotton, I mean, you can do something with that.
Yeah, you can pre-char it.
You can make char cloth.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. Is you don't necessarily have to use cotton, which is most what people don't realize. You can find
Yeah.
pulpwood and make char cloth, but you got to have a container to make char cloth in. So
Yeah.
a metal container should have been on the list that you choose. I mean, I'm looking at
Yeah.
the cooking utensils. Give me a second. I'm gonna go back up to the cooking. A large pot. I would say a large pot
Yeah.
with.
As
I'm
long as
assuming it
there's a
comes with
lid.
it. So I
I'm
would
gonna
make
for a
my
moment.
char cloth in that. You can also use it for multiple
Yeah.
other things, not just that. As for a spoon, you can make a spoon. If you have a knife, you
Yeah.
can make a spoon. So it's
Oh yeah.
not you don't need that. A container for water, that I can understand. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So the hygiene area, I would probably, I don't know if I would use the stuff from hygiene at all. But that's people's discretion of what they want to use. You know what I mean? Though 40
Yeah.
millimeters dental floss, you can use dental floss for a lot of different ways.
Yeah. It's called a emergency sutures.
Okay. At the beginning of the list, you get a toothbrush. You don't need toothpaste to brush your teeth. So you can use carbon from your fire to brush your teeth. Is it the most tasty method? Nope. But does it work? Yep. Hey, Mike. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, sorry I wasn't on very long last night.
Huh?
Sorry I wasn't on very long last night.
Oh, that happens. I mean, I didn't stay for Cliff's entire live either because I got tired.
Yeah.
I literally passed out as soon as I got offline.
Oh, I was super busy all day. And that nursery I went to, oh my goodness, I was so disappointed.
We were busy on my Tuesday live, so yeah.
Yeah. I said I was so disappointed in that nursery. Oh, I almost felt sorry for the guy. But
I couldn't even go on this thing for one reason. My glasses are prohibited because they have transition lenses.
Ah.
I would have to get different glasses.
Yeah, it's still a fire starter.
Not for me.
Difficult.
Mine are different. If you're far-sighted, then they're magnifying lenses. If you're nearsighted, it's a whole different ballgame.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I use, Mike. I use an Altoids 10. Altoids is the char cloth essential item nowadays. Though you can use makeup tins and other things to make char cloth in as well. But like I was saying, you don't need cotton to make char cloth. You could use punk wood. You can use that for making char, not exactly char cloth, but char, which would still do the same thing. Still have no clue what's going up with Cliff. It's showing you that he's active now.
Like I said, I was having troubles with StreamYard, so he might be having troubles with it too.
I don't know. I'm going to put the invitation back in there.
I know
It's showing that he's active. So he's on his phone or he's on his computer or something. He should be coming close.
Yeah, no, like I said, the first thing I'd be collecting.
Or he's lurking because there's 9 people in here right now. So that's saying something. Ferro rods are good, Evan, but they're not always reliable because moisture. And if you get them what's his name from what's his name? He's a Canadian who was in the loan, but his ferro rod fell in the fire. And it pretty much took him out because we had no way of making a fire. So terry cloth or denim do make awesome char cloth. I will agree. Washcloths make wonderful char cloth, but I've seen someone actually use a bathroom towel, cotton terry cloth towel in a big cookie tin to make char cloth. Yep, same here, Mike. And Grace is really good at it too. So that's cool. Let me see here. I don't have my chart. My tin is over in my bag. I'm not digging it out today. No, actually, Joe Robinette. Yeah. Oh, okay. He just lost it. Okay, I thought he lost it in the fire. Because I was watching an episode and somebody said it fell in the fire. Okay. But Evan, I can put mine under the water, and my ferro rod would still would not work. I mean, in the fire, I could put my steel in the fire, let it cool off. I could still use it. I could put my flint in the fire, let it cool down, still use it. Hey, Tiny, how you doing? Oh, we're discussing the items you would take if you were on season 9 of Alone. There's the list in the description below of all the items that you're guaranteed to have, and there's the items you could choose 10 of them, 10 individual items from the list, and there's a list of prohibited items. I've already found out I've been disqualified just due to my glasses, so which is really sucky. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Did you get a haircut?
No.
Your hair seems shorter than usual.
No. Probably because I was wearing a hat today.
Ah, that's probably what it is. You got hat hair.
Hat hair.
Now,
It's like my bald spot. It's too hot for my solar collector.
Did you plug your phone in?
Yes, my phone is plugged in. Why?
Okay, just want to make sure you didn't die on in midstream. It happens.
Oh no! Like I said, that's the first thing I did was plug it in.
Yeah. Evan is saying that flint and steel gets in trouble if it gets wet or anything else. Flint and steel can happen anytime, and you can find rocks pretty much anywhere to spark a fire with your steel, as long as you have your steel. Ferro rods, they're kind of limited. Yeah, I know. But I've always had these lenses, I'm just used to them. But I would change out my glasses for that particular purpose. But I still would need bifocals. I don't know if that would disqualify me or not, but in order to do small detail work without taking my glasses off and looking really close, I have to have bifocals. Okay, what items would you choose, Jason, so far?
Oh.
We'll go through each item. Your first item, what would you choose? First one.
Oh, let's see. Those items there.
We got a really good discussion on the ferro rod versus.
Let's see.
steel.
Off the top, I would probably choose the 80 meters of the paracord.
80 meters of paracord.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a lot, actually.
80 meters is not very long, believe me. Believe me, it's not.
Well, no, remember, if it's the true paracord, you have the 7 strands. And that's 7 strands times 80. Plus, actually, if you count the outer casing, it's 8 strands, if you count the outer casing, times 8.
Well, it says 550 paracord, so it's not the thick stuff.
Huh?
It's the 550 paracord. It's not the super thick stuff.
Yeah, give me a second here. Oh, come on. I'm trying to shut off my air conditioner if I can hear. Give me a second. I'm having issues.
40 millimeters of dental floss. That's not very much.
Okay, that's better. Now I can hear. Now, what was you saying again, please?
No, I was saying that the dental floss is not very much. It's only 40 millimeters.
I don't know if 40 millimeters is like that much.
Yeah, it's not very much.
No. That wood we can find. Oh, Lost says wool, toothbrush, 550 cord, sleeping bag, saw, hunting knife, sewing kit, and bibby cover for sleeping bag. MRE is not sure if that is on the prohibited list, and a canteen. Let's see here. Wool what? You didn't specify what wool. So you got the toothbrush is automatic. You already get that. You don't have to worry about that. 550 cords, that's 1. Sleeping bag is 2. Saw is 3. Hunting knife is 4. Sewing kit is not on the list. Bivy cover is 5. You got sleeping bag listed. Let's see, then canteen, which probably be another name for them would be canteen water bottle. So yeah, you got about 6 items there lost. So yeah, most likely. I already have my flint and steel, so I don't have to worry about that. That's true. So what about you, Jason? What do you got so far?
Oh, I was thinking, let's see. Of course, the sleeping bag.
Okay. So you
Oh,
chose the 550 cord and the sleeping bag?
yeah.
Okay, that's 2. I still got 8 items to choose. I haven't chosen my other 8.
Yeah.
But I have some ideas, but I haven't chosen those yet.
Let's see. Does a pot come with a lid? That's the question.
I must say, if you're going to have a pot, you need a lid. That should be
Yeah.
automatic. They didn't say it
Doesn't
didn't
mean it is. That's right.
yet. That makes sense, Tiny. Grace wasn't either, but she did pretty good on a couple videos that she did. Flint and steel is my preferred method. Oh, small sewing kit was on the list? Or is that on the prohibited list? Oh yeah, it is on the okay. So he's got 7 items already. A small sewing kit.
Yeah, I definitely need that.
Not the roll of duct tape?
No, I would definitely take. Actually, the sewing kit. Yeah. But it's all inside the sewing kit. That's the question.
Okay, well, to be fair for me, I would not take your standard sewing needle. I would take a leather sewing needle.
Yeah,
Because
but you gotta go with what they give you.
Because if you have, like you said, you chose the 550 paracord, you would have those 7 strands of 550 cord inside there, which you could run through the sewing needle, the leather sewing needle, and use it to stitch up anything.
Now, isn't it as like a draw knife?
I'm not familiar. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not familiar.
I know it's an ancient tool.
Oh, I know what it is. I've seen one. Literally, when I was at the, give me a second here. That's a hoe. That's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. It's a hoe of a sorts.
Okay.
Of a sorts. A filter would freeze, and yeah, Grace understands about filters and freezing, so trust her judgment on that one.
I would definitely take the 300 yard roll of a single filament fishing line.
Okay, let me see what that's under the hunting area, right?
Yep, and 1 primitive bow recurve with the 9 arrows.
I would choose the bow, and I would choose the flint and steel, because I can make stuff once I have those 2. Now, I am debating on the knife that they were offering in the other section, and that would probably be
Down.
yeah, no. The one I would choose would probably be a not a Leatherman, a Mora or something similar. Something that's multi-purpose, not just a hunting knife.
Yeah. Actually, with the sewing kit, I would get rid of the sewing kit.
So no sewing kit.
No, because you got the fishing line and hooks.
Yeah.
You can sew with that.
And if you break one of your
hooks,
well, I mean, okay, back under hunting, that would be under the fishing stuff there, correct?
Yeah, the hunting and fishing area, yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I'll get back to that one. $35 assorted barbless hooks. Okay, now with those particular 35 hooks, I would pretty much break one of them to make a sewing needle out of.
Actually, all you need is your multi-tool, and you got everything there.
But the thing is, I mean, if you have a knife, you don't need a multi-tool. But if you need a multi-tool, I don't know.
The multi-tool has a knife in it and a little saw and
I know. I have a Gerber. I understand. I carry it everywhere. So let's see here. That if I go by my list, I would go tarp, multi-season sleeping bag, ferro rod, possibly a large pot. I'm thinking about that. That's an iffy one. The bow, the hunting knife. I still got 4 more items I could go with. Now they said small shovel. They don't want you taking the same kind of the survival shovel that that Zach
Yeah.
brought with him. The multi-purpose shovel, but technically it is a small shovel. So I don't know if they would allow that one again or not, since it was used before. Probably not. I still have 4 more items to choose from. The paracord would probably be number 7. Maybe the fishing line and stuff for 8. I already said the knife, so I could probably choose the multi-tool still. I don't know. A hatchet or a saw. I mean, I could choose food, but I don't know. The last one should be some kind of food. I don't know about jerky or anything like that, but possibly. Alone in Florida would be sick. Literally, you probably would get sick or eaten by alligators or something.
Or a bear, or a mountain lion,
Or a panther.
or a cougar at the resort.
Or a monkey. There are wild monkeys in
Yes,
Florida.
I know. There are escapees, yes, I know.
I got not 9 of the 10 figured out, I think.
So far, I have 5, and maybe the large pot is number 6.
Okay, so I'm gonna write down what I got. I'm gonna see the bow plus arrows, and I'm gonna see the 550 cord. Let's see, what is this that I chose? The fishing line. When I type that, that's basically means the hooks and the fishing kit. Let's just put down fishing kit.
Yes, it can be a fishing kit, yeah.
That's 3. Oh, it's sleeping bag.
Yeah, but a single filament fishing line, I'd rather have the braided line.
What if it's they don't say what weight of fishing line?
20-pound test weight max.
Does he say 25-pound test?
20-pound test weight.
Oh man.
And 35 is 20. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a monofilament line.
Oh, okay.
It's not being braided.
But if you needed to, you could braid it to make it stronger.
Yeah. The problem is if you use it for anything else, it doesn't. Well, when you try to braid it, it'll rub on itself and chafe.
Okay. No. Oh man. A gill net, small gauge gill net.
Yeah.
I know for a fact gill nets are generally made of 1 to 2 strands. If you took it apart, you'd have a lot of cordage.
Yes.
I do know that.
But it'll actually work for you without you being there. That's the good thing about it.
Gill nets work 100%, all the time, with exception of when it gets snagged or worse. Loss would be whatever. I think I'd still go with the fishing line and the fishing kit.
Yeah, I still would.
I would pretty much ignore the rest of that list under the hunting list. Food is one of the few items I was kind of up in the air about.
Yeah.
While it's a nicety, the whole point
Well,
is
you're gonna go through those 2 pounds in about the first 2 days just to get set up for your energy.
Yeah. I mean, I would say maybe military biscuits would probably be the best way to go because you could break them in half and eat half of one a day if necessary.
Yeah.
And that brings you up at least 20. That's like 20 to 40 days, depending on how many 2 pounds are.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. The hunting knife, which I would say the Mora for me. And maybe, like you said, a multi-tool. My Gerber.
Yeah, definitely need a multi-tool.
So that's 2 items right there out of that location. So I got 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. Let's see what else is it. Hygiene, I would pretty much ignore the entire thing of hygiene.
I would probably take if I had room, some kind of soap, but I don't see a good soap there for disinfecting.
You can make soap. It's easy.
Yeah.
Under cooking, the large pot and the flint and steel. That's 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items so far. Then I add the ground cloth tarp, whatever. That's 7. The paracord is 8. Sleeping bag is 9. So I'm up. I need one more item. The only thing I could possibly think would probably be either the canteen or a saw or a hatchet, maybe. What do you think?
Oh, I was looking at that rice, sugar, and salt. The sugar and salt is going to be a savior when you need it for your electrolytes.
Hey, they didn't put down coffee. That was at least not on the list.
Yeah, I know.
I technically couldn't go if I wanted to because of my heart.
Yeah.
I couldn't go. No first aid kits are allowed, surprisingly enough. Okay,
I'm trying
boss.
to get the last
How
one.
many biscuits can you make that is 2 pounds, equal to 2 pounds? I know they're pretty dense, but how much is 2 pounds worth? Is that a dozen? Half a dozen? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. 2 pounds of flour is quite a bit.
Yeah. I think
Well,
the
2 pounds of
reenactors
hard
might have
biscuits
an
is
edge
a
on this, you
lot.
know? I think, yeah. Yeah. Flashlight or food, pretty much not on the list. So paracord is on the list for me. So, like I said, I would see what was my list here. So I'm going to have to add I'm going to put Mora down and my multi-tool. And the tarp. And what else did I say? Oh, yeah, the pot. And flint and steel. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm down to one item. He says about 2 pounds is about 6 dozen of the hardtack.
Wow.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's actually quite a bit.
Long as it weighs 2 pounds exactly once it's finished, that's not bad.
I mean, it's carbohydrate
Yeah,
right off.
that's better than jerky sometimes.
Yeah, jerky's got all the protein, but you can
Mm-hmm.
catch the protein.
But I mean, that's about 2 dozen. Now you can do something with that.
I think the wife might be home.
6 dozen. Sorry, 6 dozen. I mean, that's even one a day.
Yeah.
That's something. Even 2 times a day. That's oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'd probably end up doing is the paracord, sleeping bag, the fishing kit, the bow. That's the signal to do that while she walks past me.
Okay.
The hunting knife, the sugar salt, the rice sugar salt, hardtack, large tot, and flint and steel.
Okay. I didn't do the flour part, so I'm just debating on that on the last one. So
I wonder if she needs my help. Hold on.
okay. Well, do your husbandly duty and help. It's time for me to break out my Pepsi. Ooh. Oh man. Hey, Lost, could you send me some of that stuff, please? I could use some. I'm going backpacking in July. I want some. I know. Oh, your earbuds messing up, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know where your other ones are. They're in Ian's room somewhere. I'm gonna have to do some search on military biscuits, see what they mean by that.
Pretty cool. Isn't it? It's gonna go in the.
I think they mean crackers. I hope they don't mean crackers. Unless they mean hardtack, which is what he's talking about, which is a whole different ballgame.
That's all they got. If not, I can use it for something else.
Those would probably work. Are you done now? Okay. I have no idea where Cliff is. Cliff is probably hiding down below.
Get out of here.
I'd rather you just send me some, Lost. It'd be a lot easier. I want to be on the trail for about between 4 and 5 days. So it's about a 25-mile trip. There's going to be 4 campsites, and there's going to be some trout fishing involved. So yeah, it's my version of my alone trip. So let's see here.
I'm gonna go back here to my chat so I can see everybody here.
Okay. Tell her hi from us.
I know I missed a lot. I have it on the other screen.
Yeah, I'm still debating on that last one. The 2 pounds of hardtack is probably be the best bet
Yeah.
because you said 2 pounds is about 6 dozen. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's you need 2 a day, so minimum if you weren't eating anything else and still get by. But that you would lose a lot of weight doing that, but you could. But that's if you didn't do anything else. but you're not going to be doing just that. Hey, South, how you doing,
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah, just eating that will keep you from getting diarrhea,
Yeah.
soaking up all that water. That's a joke, guys. It won't help you if you got a bacterium problem.
I don't know how many calories are in hardtack. That's a good question, though.
I mean, it's flour.
It depends on what kind of flour you use. The one that I'm looking at the recipe for says they used white flour, and after they have 133 calories, which is the white flour, 0.28 grams of fat, 21.63 grams of carbs, 2.93 grams of protein per ounce. So each 3x3 hardtack biscuit weighs about 2.5 ounces. So which is roughly about 258 calories
Per biscuit or for the dozen?
per biscuit,
Mm.
which I'm going to be looking up in a second here.
Now, are they doing this during the winter time? Or are they doing it during spring, summer, fall?
Don't know. I'm assuming it's the winter with all the insulated gear.
Yeah, it'd just be, yeah, that'd be hard to find food.
Give me that. Okay, so 2 pounds. So 32. So 32 divided by, I'm trying to figure out 2.5 divided by 32 divided by 2.5 tells you how many biscuits are in 2 pounds of hardtack.
Yeah,
This
16
is what I
ounces
got
per
so far,
pound.
folks. I'm still waiting on my last item. I have not, that's 9 items, not 10. So I have not. You can soak them if you want to. Nope, you need the fat to hold everything together. So, but each one is like 235 calories, 258 calories, sorry. And the body needs a minimum hard labor 3,000 calories per day to be functional. Minimum. You can go a little less, but you don't. For hard labor, between 3,000 and 5,000 calories you burn.
And the colder it is, the more calories you are going to burn
And
to stay warm.
keeping warm from cold counts as hard, labor. So it works, but I'm trying to figure out how many. Yeah, 32. Let's see. Oh, crikey. A little bit about basically 12, maybe 13 biscuits of hardtack. That would be all you'd get. You wouldn't get very much. So you can still go with the jerky if you wanted to get more, calories. Hardtack would basically survive longer. But there's different, everybody has their reasons. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is biltong.
African beef jerky.
Okay. It's jerky. It's just a different style. Gorp, I can't have because I has nuts in it. I can't do that. So that one's out. Pemmican is a possibility because it is a mixture of tallow, dried meat, and sometimes dried berries. So that is a possibility. 2 pounds of that. Oh, if you put it a quarter pound per day, that's 4 days right there. I mean, it's not very much. No, a quarter pound. No, sorry, that would be 8 days. Yeah, they weigh it. Lost. That's one thing I think you got. They say you can only have 2 pounds of it. That's it. Salt is on the list, Tiny. You can get
The rice, sugar, and salt.
2/3, 2/3, and 2/3, which is 2/3 of pounds of salt, 2/3 a pound of sugar, 2,000 pounds of rice. That would work for a while, but those are supplements, not meals that can keep you going. Flour, you can make your hardtack and stuff like that if you had the rest of it. Chocolate, I would ignore. Biltong and jerky are pretty much the same thing. Basically the lentils, dried plus pulses, and legumes. I'm not sure what a pulse is, but I know what the legumes
no
and what are they?
I have no idea what those are.
I would have to look it up.
I know what a legume is.
I do too, but I'm just.
I
Oh,
like lima beans.
okay. That includes dried beans, lentils, faba beans, peas, chickpeas, cowpeas, Barbara beans, pigeon beans. I'm still looking at the lists. I have no idea. I've heard of chickpeas. I've heard of lentils. I've heard of beans, but that's about all I've ever heard of. The rest of them, I have no clue. They're edible seeds in the legume family, pretty much.
Yeah.
So basically, dried beans. So I would assume you could probably do lima beans and things like that too. Yeah, they're all part of the same family, I guess. Everybody has their preferences. So you got beans, flour, or the 2/3 mixture, 2/3 of each, which equals out to 2 pounds. I'm assuming 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 equals 2 pounds. So that last one is still eluding me, folks. I'm still debating. The food is like tempting, but I don't know.
Like I said, it's going to take you a few days to find and collect food.
Well, I have a multi-tool, so I've got that. I've got my hunting knife, got that. I've got my bow, got that. The fishing kit I can come up with fairly easily. Large pot, I got that. Fit and steel, got that. The multi-season sleep bag I would have to buy. The 12 by 12 ground tarp I would have to buy. Paracord I have. So I've got a lot of stuff already on this list. I just don't, I'm just ignoring the hygiene section. And my last one is still open, and it's still leaning towards the food, but I'm not sure which one. I got most of the stuff on the list. There's just a couple of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but according to my calculations, they're lost. 2 pounds of hardtack is only about between 12 and 13 biscuits. That's it. Unless you make really thin, skinny ones, then that would make a difference. But that's all I can think of. Because they're saying theirs are pretty heavy at 2.5 ounces each.
Oh yeah, Lost. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, I can do that. That's not a problem. But they didn't see. That's the thing I was wondering about. For they said arrows. They didn't say anything about being wood or anything else either. They just said 9 arrows.
Yeah.
They didn't specify whether one could be a fishing arrow. They didn't specify that. They probably tell no, it's illegal. You can't have it. You know, why not? I mean, if they didn't specify, why wouldn't they let me have it? You know, they probably have broadheads, so a fishing arrowhead would not be, you know, too dissimilar. And if you're using it for a small game, you could definitely not lose the small game you hit with it too. So,
yeah.
Because it would lock them in place. Because I mean, I think going after small game would probably be your best bet compared to large game. Though large game for the long haul would help, but it could be a game changer. And that would be my primary concern. I see you deal with shelter, fire, and water. Those are my first 3 I would worry about. Then I would worry about, you know, the food part would come when it gets there. So fishing would always happen. Then, you know, hunting, go for small game. If you happen to get a big thing, then go, you're lucky. If not, you still got the small game you work with. That's my opinion. Now, whether that works for each and everybody else, who knows? That's true. Any good broadhead would spin. That's why I was wondering. They didn't specify what kind of arrows you could use. If I would have used bow fishing arrows for every arrow, then that's what I would use. They wouldn't break. Then, you know, all I have to do. Some of them already have the holes pre-drilled for bow fishing. Then all you have to do is shoot them. You know, you use your the paracord strands for that. Exactly, Grace. So you don't go after big game. You go after small game, medium game, at best. Fishing is like the primary. Small game would be the secondary. This way down on the large game. If you happen to get it, awesome, good on you. But I mean, you'd have to worry about storage. You would have to worry about spoilage. You would have to worry about animals taking what you have, because you got to be able to dry it, smoke it, or something before it goes bad, or something.
And the paracord, you hang it from the tree.
Huh?
Use it as bait. If you hang your food up in the tree, use it for bait.
Yep, you could do that too. If you were in a good spot, you could possibly make your own pots and throw your own pots for making, storing your food and stuff in. That's if you're there that long. But that's long view, and I'm sure every member of the Alone Cast is doing that, thinking long view, not short view. But that's their decision, not mine. I'm just, hey Blake, how you doing, brother?
Yeah. Now, do they get any kind of training before they even go out?
They do get tested. I think Tyler went up for trying to be in on it at one time, or was that Naked and Afraid? One of the two. I'm not sure which. They do go a lot of testing, see how you handle the camera gear, how you record, present yourself on camera, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if a Wolverine rages your meat cache, it's gone. And which I would probably do, what you could do, I guess, is if you have your meat smoked and stuff like that, you could use your gill net to hide it up in the tree if you had to.
Yeah, you also got a lot of paracord.
Well, you can make cordage.
Oh yeah. If the right trees are around you.
It depends on. I mean, it's in Labrador. We know where the location is. We just don't know what kind of trees are there, what time of year they're going to be. Probably winter with all the gear that they're showing,
Yeah.
all the thermal gear and stuff like that, or the wet
colder
season.
in the summer.
Yeah. So. Oh, Justin. Okay, I haven't seen Justin in a while. So, I mean, everybody has their own personal preferences of what they would bring. Pretty much, Jason's eyes are similar. They vary on something. I mean, just what you're comfortable with bringing and what you really think you should bring. What we do have a slight advantage, though, Jason. We are not small men.
No.
We are not small now. But at the end of this thing, we probably would be a lot smaller than we are now.
Oh yeah.
We'd be skinny again.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I've been losing a lot of weight, so which is good.
I'm trying to. I've been
trying to super Gordo.
My issue was that when the pandemic hit, I got inactive badly. And yeah.
I actually went more active.
It could be worth checking out. It does drag in spots, but that's personal preference. That's my thing. It's a game show, pure and simple, though, Lost. And it's basically a game show for money. And you basically go out there and you film yourself trying to survive as long as physically human possible. So,
and the last one surviving gets the check.
And you judge yourself. That's all I can tell you. You could either choose the first season or the last season, your choice. Whatever. Pick a season, pick an episode, watch it. Then go from there. And they don't get to edit their own stuff. They just film everything and then they hand it over and the show does the rest. I don't have a CPAP. I snore, but I don't have a CPAP. My wife says when I'm outdoors camping, I snore less than I do at home, which is really weird. I can sleep on the ground and I snore less.
No, Cecilia, that's me.
Well, and JV too. You're welcome, Lost. It's not that hard. I mean, it's just watch it, judge it for yourself. I mean, I could give you any and all my opinions, but until you watch it yourself, you have to judge it yourself.
Be right back.
I'm still trying to get a hold of one of my co-hosts. He is nowhere to be found at the moment, and I'm still trying to find out what I did with my phone. I just had it.
Is that again?
What did I do with my phone? I must have dropped it again. Oh, I did. I'm gonna try to get a hold of Cliff, see why he's not here. And if he is here, quit being booger and get on. I'm only doing this because you brought it up. So I'm trying to get a hold of him still. Right. It's not like it was in Dual Survival when you had somebody following you, filming your stuff and all this other stuff. Or Men, Woman, Wild. That was a good one. I like that one. No clue where Cliff is.
Nope.
I have no idea what's going on. Either he answers or he won't. That's the only answer I got. That's very true.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I've been making phone calls to him left and right. I don't know why he's not answering.
He's probably enjoying the last rays of sunlight.
Probably. He's about an hour behind us, though.
2.
2 hours?
No, 1.
1 hour.
I think it's 2.
2 hours.
He's on Mountain.
California. We're Central. He's Mountain.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know Arizona's 2 hours.
1 hour. He's New Mexico.
Yeah.
1 hour.
I keep thinking it's the same all the way up and down there.
No. It's weird. It's just like when I talk to other people who, like, you know, the guys down in Florida, they're like an hour ahead of us. It's just one of those things. But this is, we got 7 people watching. Thank you all for coming. Who was all here?
Yeah. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. And if anybody's interested, we do have room up here on the panel. I don't know where Mandy is, but
Sleeping in.
most likely because she's sleeping way in. She's like an hour and 13 minutes late. It's about noon for her. 1 o'clock, isn't it? In the afternoon.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's.
I thought it was morning time.
15 hours ahead of us.
Yep.
I agree. Oh man. What is your wife watching?
Some home improvement, flipping TV program. Hold on.
Is it Mike Holmes?
Honey? Molly, can you turn it down just a little bit? Okay, is that better?
Oh no, I wasn't. I was just curious of what she was watching.
Oh.
I asked you if she
it's
watched Mike Holmes.
It's some flipping houses TV program.
Good
Oh.
bones.
Huh?
Good bones.
Good Bones.
Oh,
Okay.
I've seen that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
These two ladies, they buy a house and they base it on
Yeah.
the bones of the house. Then they remodel it.
Yeah.
If they try to retro do it back the way it was.
Yeah.
So back in the day, it's like this house here. Guess who just decided to make an appearance?
Huh?
I just got
Oh,
done
Kiwi's
with
gonna be here too. Awesome.
showering and working, so yeah. I've told you guys
Hi, Cliff. How you doing?
Huzzah!
before.
He's
But
here.
I don't
He's
have my
here.
phone on me because I don't want it getting dirty.
Yeah, we figured you were probably outside enjoying the last rays of sunlight.
No, I was in the shower for the last trying to cool off because it's like 93 degrees outside, and I've been outside since 9:30 this morning.
Oh wow.
Oh.
I got the list in the YouTube side description box of the stuff that we were. So this is the discussion we were talking about. I've got 9 of the 10 items chosen.
I completely forgot about it.
I didn't.
And, hey, Lost Product, how's it going?
Yeah, he was asking where Tyler and Johnny were.
Tyler, I believe, is working on his property. Johnny is still currently AWOL.
Yeah. But the list is in the description box on the YouTube side. So I even put the list of prohibited items as well.
Let me take a moment to say my just dues. Jason, how's it going? Cecilia, good to see you. Grace, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Welcome in here. We've got TLP. Me, I'm in here, but
No,
Titan, how's it going?
you didn't say hi to me at all.
Colin, how's it going?
I'm better now that you're here.
Florida's in here too. Hike with Mike, how's it going? Evan,
Yeah.
good to see you. And I'm at the top of the screen.
We actually we had 9 people in here right off the bat. It was actually pretty cool. Really good topic. People have been Loss is curious about the show alone, and I mentioned you by name.
I've never seen it, so
I've only seen a couple episodes, and that was way back in the day. When I'm
I
not
watched
sure which season. It was.
season 5 and season 7. Just
I think
got
I saw
done.
the first one, and that's about it. I don't know about the rest of them. I saw bits and pieces of the rest of them, but not. That's only in passing in commercials and YouTube and stuff. But that's it. But I will show you my list of items. I'm going to go way back. I'm not sure when I posted that. Tiny's here. Did you say hi to Tiny?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Scrolled all the way up as far as my YouTube thing will let me. I don't know how far my StreamYard will because I just got here. But yeah, this is what happens when you're outside all day long.
Farmer's tan, huh?
definitely cool.
Oh, freaking sides! Not showing gun. Not trying to do gun show here. You
Gun show.
Back is in the work.
Come on, Jason. You can beat us. Come on.
No, I've lost quite a bit.
Go
So
for it. Oh, there you go.
I'm just toned.
Hey, Rob's here too. How's it going? Sorry, Rob. I could only scroll up so far on YouTube because
I missed seeing Rob come in.
I
but
just barely got
nice
here.
to meet you. I'm glad you're here.
I'm going to turn my thing off because I can't hear squat. That thing is way too loud.
I have
Suppose
to
I could bust out my
try to
speaker.
scroll back to where I actually posted all my stuff, but I know I chose the tarp, the paracord, the bow, the flint and steel, the hunting knife, which I chose a Mora style, my multi-tool, which is my Gerber. I chose the big pot, and what else did I choose?
Hey, you forgot to say hi to Rob.
Oh, hey, Rob. A sleeping bag. I chose the sleeping bag. So that's 9. So tarp, paracord, sleeping bag, pot, ferro rod. Flint and steel. Bow, fishing kit, number 7. Hunting knife, multi-tool, Oh man, I'm still debating whether to take the hatchet or the saw. If I did that one, that'd be my 10. Not take any food at all.
Oh man,
I
you
don't
there's a
know.
whole fracking list up there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just
Everybody has
think
their
that
preferences, that's for sure. And there's
Rob,
nothing wrong with that.
Rob is corn fed.
Yep.
I beat you to it. I remembered.
He, besides Tyler, one of the first few YouTube guys I've hung out with. But I actually met Tyler way before YouTube. Man, where is it? Oh, there it is. This is my list I had chosen before. The bow, paracord, fishing kit, sleeping bag, Mora, multi-tool, tarp, pot, and flint and steel. The only thing I didn't have was my 9th item, so I was trying to decide that. So the
Take a
hatchet
saw,
or
take an
axe
axe.
would probably be the last one, maybe.
I would say saw because you can cut down a lot faster and expend less energy.
Oh, yeah. I know you've known Tyler since he was a baby.
I will be back momentarily, folks. I apologize.
You eat your spicy water, don't you?
No. You go to the gate?
No, but that's my list.
I thought about getting the spicy water, but I don't know. I'm like wicked dehydrated, even though I'm not dehydrated. I just feel dehydrated.
Well, like I said, that's my list, all but the last one. So I'm debating on the saw, possibly. No food is listed on my list, but I did have questions about the arrows. They don't say I can't have fishing arrows.
Yeah, they just said arrows.
You can turn any arrow into a fishing arrow. Just pull the head off and
No,
make
no,
it a
no.
little shorter.
I'm talking about fiberglass fishing arrows.
No, you cannot take fiberglass fishing arrows. It's one of the. It clearly says if you read all of it, it'll tell you that the arrows have to be wood grained, wood shaft.
Okay. I'm looking at the arrows. Let me say it. It just says 9 times arrows.
Yeah, and there'll be a disclaimer somewhere down there. It says specifically you can only have wood grain or wood shaft arrows. Those guys are really particular about it because you can't replace or repair fiberglass in the middle of the woods because fiberglass doesn't grow on trees.
But also, fiberglass doesn't break as easy as wood does.
Yeah.
Depends on what you hit it with.
Okay, they said clarifications are on garments with a zipper. They're considered a jacket. A buckskin garment is considered a shirt if it's 1/2 zipped or 3/4 zip maximum or a full set of buttons.
I got to step out for a second. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, any loops of string attached to any tool, weapon, or used as a neck loop will be deducted for the participants 80 meter of paracord, cotton cord, or trapping wire allowance. So I wouldn't add them in the first place, but they can't say anything about bows. The bowstring is a part of it. So I am looking at the hunting stuff, and it does not. I'm going to look down the list, see what it says about arrows. It does not say any mention about the arrows at all. So that's one thing I would want to know. Can I use fishing arrows? And they're using a takedown bow as the picture of the one I'm looking at. And it's very similar to a Mora, but not Mora, but a Samick, but not quite. Here's if anybody wants to see the full list, This is the full list.
Oh, that's
Right
why
there.
I don't watch it. I don't get the history.com.
Well, you can go into history, over the internet that way, but
Yeah.
or you can watch it bits and pieces of it here on YouTube and stuff like that. But because a lot of the participants have their own channels.
Yeah.
Johnny is his doppelganger. Possibly lost. Possibly. He's your long lost twin. But like I said, the list of the actual list doesn't mention anything about fishing arrows being prohibited, but they might. I might do a check just to make sure.
So did you put that package in your cooking kit yet for when you go camping?
Not yet.
Uh,
It's still sealed up into plastic. I am waiting. It's right here.
ah,
I'm holding off. I'm taking this with me next month for the get together. So
Yeah.
we're planning on bringing either chicken or pork chops to go with the big meal.
for both.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing both. Sorry, if you see me looking around, I'm trying to see if what it says about bow fishing and stuff like that for alone, but I don't see what it doesn't say.
Do my chat stop?
They talk about bow hunting and fishing, but not fishing arrows. Oh, this is for. Oh, I got something from fishing from the first season. Interesting. Is there a list? Please say there's a list. They had a list of 40 items to choose from in the first season.
Oh, they're really narrowing it down.
40. No, they could select 10 items from that 40 item list. And I'm looking to see if they had a bow with 6 arrows, which that one said predominantly had to be made of wood. It did not say that in the preceding seasons after that, just in the first season.
Good night, Cecilia.
Nice, Cecilia. Thank you for coming. So, Rob, what would you choose if you had to be on alone? The information is in my description of this on YouTube, and also I put the link there as well. So, I mean, season 1 says it has to be approximately made of wood. What's an approximate? Could it be like fiberglass painted looked like wood? That's approximate.
You never know.
At least that's in my opinion, anyway. Oh, it said predominantly made of wood.
Okay, so wood shaft.
But that's season 1.
Well, yeah.
But
Rules change.
season 9 didn't say that. It just says 9 arrows. That's it. 9x arrows, whatever X means. And who's to say you cannot use fiberglass style arrows that are wood grained? I've seen them.
Yeah.
So I could figure something out. But I can definitely make a bow fishing arrow easy if I needed to. They just got to let me, have the bow fishing head that I need. They didn't specify what kind of tips or anything else. So that's
doesn't mean you can't carve out a barb on it either. It'd fly a little weird, but you only have to go a few feet.
okay. I would do it. Actually, I got something that might work. Here, check this out, Jason. Or everybody else for that matter. Check that out.
I like the tip on that, so you just put it on any kind of shaft.
Exactly. That would come in handy with. You could use it as for anything. You could use it for hunting anything. It would allow it to go in, but not come out.
Nope.
And as long as you have your that head secured, it looks like it's a glue on, or it could be a screw on, depending on the type of tip.
Looks like looks like you glue it onto a either the wood or fiberglass or carbon.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find more information about that particular tip. On Amazon, they call it a dead ringer trident broadhead bow fishing tip. Now, whether it is, how's it attached? That is the question.
Yeah, it looks like it's just threaded on there.
I don't know if it's threaded or what. It doesn't say.
Looks like the head's threaded on there with what might be a release pin on that top little notch, but then the rest of it, you probably just glue it on like a standard arrow.
So it's an insert type setup.
Probably. And I decided spicy water. Very sad spicy water because
that's true, Lost. That would definitely work. But I mean, I would say that would definitely work with most things. Even now, if you're shooting at a small game, that would not allow the small game to get away.
Well, that'll stick right in the ground. Rare.
Well, I mean, if it went through with that type of a barbed head, that chiseled head, it's like a botkin point. It'll punch through pretty much anything.
Oh yeah. Glass,
rock,
wood.
Even with the paracord, you can still just anchor it and just pull it to you.
Yeah, that's what Lost said just now. So that's an idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, even a rabbit, you just can't get away.
Nope. Oh, by the way, you wouldn't believe what I saw yesterday on the way home. Two coyotes.
What?
Coyotes just outside of town. Big ones. They were in a cattle pen off the side of the road, off the on-ramp, over by the casino.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Those were coyotes?
Coyotes. No, they weren't running people across the border there, Cliff.
No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying.
And they're not chasing roadrunners either.
They were coyotes.
Yep.
Because most people don't normally harvest or house coyotes.
Yeah.
But that's just one of the items I found when I was looking for bow fishing tips. But I like that one. That one looks like it'd be functional. Now, will they allow it? Probably not.
Guarantee they won't allow it.
I mean, you could, because it's multi-purpose, and they wouldn't want me to use it. And you can make a reel technically. I have a friend of mine who made some of my 100-pound longbow. Used to make homemade hand reels for fishing all the time.
Oh yeah, just about everybody on Alone does that because they usually choose the fishing kit, but that usually comes with like 300 yards of like 25-pound test fishing line.
They're maxed out now at 20.
Yep.
20 pounds.
Yep.
Ooh.
Monofilament.
That's why I was saying you use the internal strands from the paracord with conjunction with an arrow for bow fishing.
Yeah, but you'd have to dissect pretty much the whole strand of the paracord from end to end.
So
Do you know how hard it is to get one strand from 30 meters of paracord without getting stuck?
I would basically break down the entire thing to and I'd break them into 8 equal parts.
Ugh, my table's all sticky.
That's the only thing I would, if you're going to break it down eventually anyway, you might as well.
Here's what I want to know. I want to know if the 550 that they provide or that
No, you have to provide.
Okay, even if I have to provide it, then that's probably better because certain brands make 550 paracord with either 14 or 21 internal strands.
Hey, Jeep. Thank you for
What
coming.
up, Jeep? 2 days in a row.
Hey, Keith.
3 days.
Jeep.
3.
Oh, yeah, I did see him on somebody else's channel.
He was on my channel on Tuesday.
I saw him somewhere else on Tuesday, too.
Was he on Jesse's?
It was either, yeah, I think it was on Jesse's. I'm like staring at my I'm gonna call it fruit punch today. Is this what it looks like? Actually, it looks like tea, to be honest. So I'm drinking tea, folks.
You're drinking Long Island iced tea.
I'm drinking high octane tea.
Long Island kind. New Yorker.
Yeah, Long Island is usually more yellowish because of the.
It could be a Manhattan, couldn't it?
No, we're not talking about Manhattan because I do not want to see a blue guy with a giant dong right in my face. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm talking about the drink, not the blue superhero.
Yeah, I wouldn't
you
even
gotta guess
consider
it.
that guy a superhero. That guy is just weird.
He's a god. Whatever. They could have done so much more with that series, but they didn't. Now, if he is all powerful, why couldn't he bring everybody back?
Because technically he wasn't a god. He just had the power of he had like it was atomic power. He had like control over atoms to an extent.
Well, do you think he'd be able to reunite, somebody's atoms to bring them back to life and heal them?
Not if there's not radiation in them.
There's radiation in everything.
Like I said, his powers they're just weird. Half of them don't even make.
We're not going down that road. We'd lose ourselves in that rabbit hole.
Yeah, and lose about half the chat in here because there'd probably only be about 4 people aside from maybe the 3 of us up here that actually know what the heck we're talking about.
Right. But Lost, you're right. Military grade paracord maybe what we're discussing now. If someone wants to look up and give me the specs on military grade paracord.
Mil grade can run up to 750, I believe, but it depends on the internal strands. But
they
again,
say 550 cord, so it's got to be 550.
There are some companies that make 550 paracord, as I said, that are 3 braid versus 2 braid. Most of the stuff you get at the stores is going to be 2 braid, so you're only going to have 14 internal strands.
Okay, I'm looking at the paracord wholesale shop online, and theirs is a 7 inner strands that are 2-ply twisted.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Most of those are that way. There are some brands, manufacturers, that make it 3-strand twisted for 21 internal strands.
Okay,
when separated.
Let me see. There's a Type 3. Maybe that's the one.
Look up Night Eyes paracord.
Okay,
And that's not EYES, it's IZE. they have the stuff they make. That's why I like some of their stuff, is because they make the 3-braid 7-strand, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. Did you know they sell it at Home Depot?
Yes, and
Um,
100 foot lengths. You can also buy paracord at most hardware stores. They sell it now. You can buy a whole roll of that stuff for like $100.
okay, I'm looking at it on Amazon. I'm trying to find out the product description.
Let's go to nighteyes.com. It's their website here.
Yeah,
Why
80
don't you
meters
post
is
it
a lot of
for me, please?
paracord.
Yeah, night eyes.
100 yards of paracord.
Got it. I got it.
You know that, right?
What?
80 meters is 100 yards.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look up paracord.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of paracord.
I must be looking at something else. I must be on the wrong channel.
Wow.
Yeah, I must be because it's got.
I know Night Ice sells freaking paracord because I bought some.
Oh, that was weird.
Tie downs and you fart pickle. There we go. Tie downs, bungees, cord tighteners. Should find paracord in here somewhere.
I went looking all through the entire shop. I couldn't find it. They have it on REI.
Yeah. Lawwall, just about everywhere sells it. It just depends on the price.
But I'm not seeing it listed.
That's really odd that it's. I've gone through all of hardware and it's not even in there.
I got gear ties. I've got S hooks and J hooks and all this other stuff,
Yes,
but not paracord.
That is so odd.
But they sell it at Home Depot.
Bike and fitness. Come on.
I just went through the entire REI site. I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, they sell it. It's there. I've bought. I think that's where I bought it from. Either that or I bought it from Walmart. But yeah, theirs is the 7-strand 3-braid, and that gives you so much extra strength. It's still considered 550, and it gives you the extra 7 strands of 100 meters. So another 700 meters of internal cord.
Yards.
I'm looking, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, that's gonna suck in the morning. But remember, just because you get never cut your external sleeve for your paracord, separate it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing that. That's what I did the first time. Lost, but I just didn't find what I was looking for.
Yeah, lost. I got like 300 meters of survivor cord. Actually, no, I got 700 yards of survivor cord. 700 feet. God, I can't even English today. I'm so tired. And then I have the, oh my God, I have the Survival Cord XT minus 18 or 20 feet, wherever my thing went. Actually, I have 2 of those. I don't know where my second one went. I bought one, made a bracelet, and then bought another one. And I completely don't know it. No, there is no shortage on paracord, dude. That stuff is everywhere.
Well, okay. I think they might have an issue with the military
Jesus.
Type 3 550 paracord because a marker strand that is a different color than the rest, they might have an issue with something being different.
As long as it's labeled 550 paracord, shouldn't matter. I don't think they're going to inspect the cord physically itself. They're just going to see it's 550 paracord.
Right.
Which means it is possible you could technically get away with survivor cord because it's technically marked as 550 paracord, but it's survivor cord.
I think they might look into that one, but
maybe not. But if they did miss that and they did catch it, somewhere on video that you use that, it could be grounds for dismissal.
then there's no point doing it if you're going to get dismissed. You know what I mean?
Or, sorry, not dismissed, disqualification.
Yeah.
DQ.
You are the weakest link, stuff like that. But
You know what? That would probably be my luck. I'd get disqualified, and they failed to notify me that I'm disqualified and just leave me out there.
well, they do. I think it's every 10 days or every 7 to 10 days they do a medical check on you.
I don't know. They don't specify that. But I did read a book once about it was about a show doing Lost type stuff, and while the people were out there doing their show, filming it and everything, the world literally ended. They had an EMP event or something like that, and they were stuck out there, and they didn't know what was going on.
Why does that sound familiar?
I read it was a girl protagonist who was the main one, and there was a main character was the host, was a survival guy, and they were stuck on an island and everything else. It was actually pretty good.
It wasn't Gilligan's Island, was it?
No, that show sucked. This was a
when you
book.
look at it nowadays and see the stuff that they did, I'm just like, first off, how? With virtually no tools, but then again, I can understand that you can do all that stuff without tools. You just have to make them. But making tools without tools is very hard. But you can't tell me that not one person on that boat had a friggin' knife.
Oh, Gilligan had a penknife. You see him whittling all the time. You see him whittling all the time.
But you ain't going to do much with it. I mean, that's a little tiny knife.
Yeah. And they did show them finding ore and processing it themselves.
Not without a foundry.
They made one, is what I'm saying. And also, they also had volcanic activity. They did have a volcano on the island, and they used that for multiple reasons.
I could at least use the lava rock as a spearhead.
They made bows. They made spears. They made a spear gun.
Your wife good over there, Jason?
Yeah.
Be right back. I will have to go tuck my wife in. It's time for me to tuck her in.
Yeah, 10-minute warning for me.
Uh-oh. I'll be right back, folks.
Well, she's going early today.
Well, she's already been in the bedroom for a while. So.
Oh, wow. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I just want to do is sleep and then sit in a hot tub for 4 hours. I have a knot. I just felt like 10 minutes ago in my right shoulder blade. My chest hurts because I had a coughing fit earlier because I swallowed some very unfortunately fine particles of compost. And that got in my throat. I was working that up. So both right here, all my whole rib cage and my muscles all sore. My back hurts. I smashed myself in the knee with a cinder block earlier today. So yay. I don't know. Maybe my volume's up too high. I have a really, really sensitive mic.
Oh, so do I.
I can be way over here and talk normal, and it still sounds like I'm screaming at the mic.
Yeah, my wife is like halfway across the room. Oh, they can hear
Yeah,
you.
you got your earphones in too, which is funny.
Yeah.
So your like speaker is like right there.
Yeah, they can hear you from across the room. I know.
Yeah, that thing right there that I'm pointing at, you can't see that I'm pointing at it, but that thing in between my light has
Yeah.
got a really sensitive microphone on it.
Well, like I said, when I take my microphone off now, you guys can probably hear the door close and everything else too. You probably hear me talking in the kitchen too.
Yeah, usually when you have that out, I usually hear the TV in the background.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably hear it now, even though it's still turned down.
Oh my God, Dawn, long time no see. How have you been?
Who just showed
And
up?
Dawn,
Who?
the original Dawn.
Oh my gosh. Don, how you doing? Thank you for coming.
And yeah,
Miss you.
lost product. I was moving cinder blocks around. I have a shade screen outside my window, and I was getting it set up, and I tripped. I was holding it, and I tripped over one of my planters. And instead of dropping the brick, because I didn't want to break it, I ended up taking a huge step and then like smashing myself while holding it. I hit myself right above the knee with the corner of the cinder block. Almost dropped right there.
Wow.
That hurt. Cinder blocks ain't light. Those things are like 10 pounds a piece or something like that. 8 or 10 pounds. They're freaking heavy.
Cliff, on your earlier statement about them, it must be a predominantly made of wood. Is the only listed in the first season.
I have every season that I've watched that has had bow and arrows. Everyone has taken wood.
But
Nobody's
the
used
thing is, I'm looking at
fiberglass,
the
carbon
latest
fiber,
one, and
nothing.
the latest one doesn't even mention it.
It's I can almost guarantee when you get picked, it's in the contract. It'll be in the contract that you sign or the waiver saying that they have to be wood arrows. Oh, I sacrifice myself all the time. I was watering some plants last week, and I turned around and I have stumps, like foot high, foot and a half stumps near my garden bed, so I can sit on them and do garden work.
We'll be right
I
back.
was watering. I took a step to the right and I clipped that stump and I missed. And I didn't let go of the hose, but I stumbled like 9 feet backwards and sideways in loose sand, and I still did not fall over. Did not let go of the hose either.
Okay.
Well, then a cinder block is 40 pounds, and yeah, I took 40-pound corner cinder block to the just above the knee, right in the muscle. It hurt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lost, I've got tons of gardening videos. You got a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Okay.
Unless you're keeping up with them.
Okay,
Yeah,
Cliff.
especially the sideways one.
On the season alone list, where I got the list from the History Channel, it has a picture of somebody with a bow.
Yes.
I'm looking at those particular arrows that are using on alone are carbon.
They probably just use that as a cover picture.
I don't know, but those are carbons. Those vintage arrows are carbons. And I know my arrows, they didn't look right.
Ooh, it actually premieres, season 9 premieres in 6 days on the History Channel.
I don't have this History Channel.
Neither do I.
Or do I? I don't know. I have to look.
Dang it, I just went to season 8.
Yeah, I might have to subscribe for a friendly for the next couple of months. I'll subscribe to that one
Gear list.
for 3 months out of the year, believe it or not.
Wait, do what now?
Oh, I watch. We order friendly for about 3 months out of the year.
Ah,
It's the only one that can get some of the channels that I like to watch because they're about ready to do the American Air Gunner Challenge. Season 3 is coming up. They do some other stuff too. Yeah, the Outdoors channel.
Hmm.
You got the fishing channel and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, most of those guys on there I've already met and talked to several times.
$80 80 times 3 is 270
Yeah,
feet of paracord.
3.34 feet per 1 meter. So it's 100 yards.
Yeah, so you're looking at, well, like I said, 3.4, but that's 3 times 8. 24, 240, so probably 250 feet paracord.
Well,
I think is
100
what.
meters is
Pretty well, Loss.
330
Thank you for
feet.
coming.
Huh?
Loss is heading
Said,
out.
yeah. Good night. No, 100 meters is 330 feet.
Yeah, Mr. leaving.
I used
Take
to,
care, boss. Have a good one, brother.
soccer field. That's how I know.
Yeah, 262 feet.
87.4891 yards.
263 feet, give or take, according to my calculator thingy.
262.467.
Oh, I got 262, 5.606. But it's 262, 467, 191, 602. So they squeeze it at 5 inches.
8675309. Just because.
Hey, Mallory commented or liked my. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to anything, but Mallory did post earlier today on her community tab, and she actually has a part-time job at a gardening center.
Really?
Yes. That's why we haven't been seeing much of her. She has actually been busy working at a garden center or a nursery, learning from them over there.
Okay. She looks happy.
Oh yeah, dude. And to be honest, it looks like she's either working at Lowe's or Home Depot, but that's the standard setup for just about any garden center.
Right.
Or yeah, local nursery, but yeah, garden center.
That's cool.
I can almost name every one of them stupid plants in the picture. Almost.
I've been out of it for so long.
Don,
It took me a while to
I'm not sure if you guys,
remember
if you just came into the chat and everything and knowing what the topic is, we're choosing items from the season 9 of Alone, but 10 items plus the list that they automatically give you. So what would you choose?
2-minute warning.
I know you got to be out of here soon.
Yeah, even though
You
I
got your 10
an
items.
extra hour
That's
tomorrow
cool.
morning. Yeah, like I said, I got an extra hour tomorrow morning before I have to be at work. It's weird because they scheduled me for 9 to 5:30 tomorrow. And then Sunday it's 5 a.m. to 2:30.
I think you should trap those rabbits there, Don. That way you can have yourself a hutch of rabbits. And then you have yourself some fertilizer from all the rabbit pellets. What do you guys think?
Yep.
And you
Make
actually
sure
have
dried
meat.
out for a year, then throw them through the shredder.
Put them in the compost heap.
Yeah, you still got to break up the manure.
Yeah, but
Yeah, rabbits are good for a few things, but they'll also devastate your crops if you have ones they like. English. I am so tired. I am fried. Look, you can
Oh,
tell.
they,
Look, I was out there like all day long. You can see just like a bridge of sun right across the top of the nose.
You're not
oh yeah,
that
I
bad
get,
though. You have sunglasses on usually.
Majority of the time, I had sunglasses on. Luckily, I don't have the raccoon face going just yet.
You got the superhero mask looking thing going on though.
Oh, this is because I'm freaking. I never get enough sleep, so I've got the eye bags.
So, oh Skinner, how you doing?
Skinner, how's it
hey
going?
Don,
Good to see
just make
you.
sure you cage your small trees until they get large enough to get a thicker bark. They'll eat that cameo layer right off that tree.
Oh,
Yeah.
right behind my wife's workplace, you can see all the little trees that are stripped over the winter
Oh
by
yeah,
rabbits.
there'll be rabbits
they
and
eat bark.
porcupine will do that too.
Where we're at, it's definitely rabbits because I've seen them.
Hmm.
Now, I wonder what Skinner's Farms would be on their list. I think I would end up choosing a folding saw on my last one. So my 10th item would be a folding saw. So would you take food, Cliff, or no?
I had thought of it, but this season you only get the option of 2 pounds of either or. So, I mean, I would technically pick the rice because 2 pounds of rice, to be honest, is a lot of food.
No, actually,
No,
rice would be 2/3 of a pound of rice.
Yes.
Oh, 2/3 of a pound.
And
Never
then
mind.
2/3
Yeah, no.
pounds of sugar, and then
Yeah,
2/3 pounds
2/3 of
salt.
it all equals up to 2 pounds. But
I would forgo. Yeah, I would at that point. I would forgo the potential free food that I could at least maybe stretch a couple of days for like another item that could be useful. So I'd rather have like an axe or a saw at that point. Actually, I'd rather have an axe and a saw.
yeah. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how's it going?
Happy Thursday.
Hello.
But the one thing
Alrighty,
they will
folks.
not let you take
Be
is
well,
a
brother.
sharpening
Thank you for
stone.
coming.
Yeah, like I said, remember, get outside, grow, harvest, catch, clean, cook, and eat it.
Definitely will do.
Yep. Alrighty.
Jason, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I believe it is exiting time. I don't want you to
Yes,
get
it
yelled
is.
at by the wife.
No, he's already
Oh
been told.
no, I'm actually tired. All right, everybody have a good
See you
night.
later, Jason.
See everybody next time. All right.
Take care, my man. Have a
Night.
good one.
Oh yeah. He was in here from the beginning. Him and Grace. I haven't seen Grace in a while, but I'm sure she's listening.
I was outside sifting 9 bags of garden mix for my stuff, and it honestly it takes me 20 minutes per bag.
Oh, we still got a while. We still got another hour, Nicole. So you're good.
Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna last personally. I mean, I still got to put my bed sheets together. I mean, look, my poor bed's butt naked over here.
For shame. No, I did my laundry yesterday. So
I start my laundry, and then I go outside and I forget about it for 7 hours
ouch.
because I get busy working. When I work out in the yard, I work out in the yard. I don't do 45 minutes, take a 35-minute break, 45 minutes, take a 35-minute break. I don't care if I'm burning or if I can feel my skin getting crispy. I will stay out there and just keep working.
I wonder. A lot of the stuff they offered on the list, could you like sneak in seeds?
Technically, if you're in an area that has fruit or veggies anyway, you can just plant the seeds that you get from them.
No, I mean, in the food that they give you, that you said you could choose from, like the pemmican or whatever it is that they have.
Pemmican is just bread
No, it's not.
or salt or whatever the heck it is.
It's fat, meat, and berries. And who says that berries cannot have seeds in them?
Most berries do have seeds regardless.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like strawberries or something you can just grow that'll come up fast and you can eat those.
Strawberries don't come fast, trust me.
Well, they're perennials, I think.
The strawberries are like forever. You stick them in the ground and they just keep coming back every year. But the problem is they take 2 to 3 years before they start producing decent sized berries.
I remember finding berries that are like the size of my pinky nail.
Yeah, strawberries, the
Fully
everbearing,
grown.
they will very, very rarely do they produce large berries on their own.
But they're good.
Yeah, but you have to pick hundreds of them. The problem is they take a long time to bear fruit.
We actually we were at a fair up in Michigan and no, Wisconsin. It was Door County, Wisconsin. And Ian found a strawberry patch, a wild strawberry patch in the field that we were set up in. And we picked enough berries to cover a ton of pancakes for making our own syrup type setup. So that's cool.
Nicole, I'm assuming you meant mulberry trees, not mulberry tree.
Mulberries. Come and get
mulberries.
your mulberries.
I'd plant a mulberry tree, but I don't know if anybody here would eat them.
Jenny would. Jenny used to go out with buckets all the time when we were both in when we lived in Newton. We had them just down across the street near the creek, and our old place in Milo, we had tons of them. We had deer. We had to fight the deer off of them just in order to get any. But unfortunately,
you put a fence around the trees. I'm not flipping nobody off this time. Look, it's index finger. I'm like literally tired as all heck right now.
I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, it ain't your fault.
I tried to call you, but
when I start working,
I went straight to voicemail.
Huh?
I tried to go to call you, but apparently you had your phone off or something.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, my phone usually just sits inside on my desk. I don't pay attention to it unless I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, I was trying to remind you of the time.
Yeah, nope, not going to go to bed. I'll go to bed in about 4 or 5 hours, give or take. Wake up, go to work.
If he goes to bed now, he'll wake up in the middle of the night and you won't be able to go back to sleep.
If I go to bed now, I'll wake up at 2 a.m. Then I'll be wide awake. No thanks.
I have the same problem. So I have to go to bed at the same time every day, or otherwise I'd wake up at weird hours.
I try to go to bed early, and I'll sometimes go to bed by 11 p.m. my time, so mountain time. I lay in bed for 3 hours because I cannot fall asleep. Should probably eat some cookies. I don't have anything else.
Any cookies. I'm getting some stuff tomorrow, though.
Ow.
I think next year we might make a trip over to see you. My annual vacation.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard me.
No, actually, I didn't.
I'm going to make a pilgrimage to Albuquerque and Denver.
Oh. Yeah, all I heard was the word vacation.
I know you don't get one, but I mean, I'm going to do Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Denver. I'm taking the train, dude.
Don, knowing my luck, melatonin won't put me to sleep. It'll just wake me up.
I don't know. I've never tried melatonin, so I don't want to. I want to risk it.
I have a very odd nature for medicine, and usually it does the opposite effect. So, yeah, if I probably ate a melatonin gummy, I'd probably be wide awake till 6 a.m. So, I know she's still sitting in here, lurking in the background. But just for you, Cecilia, I have some.
No. Cecilia went to bed.
Did she?
Yep.
Did I miss that?
Yes, you did.
Oh, my God. This is how tired I am.
She went to bed a while back. I'm going way back. She went to bed about 9:28. It's over half an hour to 40 minutes ago.
Oh wow, then yeah, I'm deaf. Wow, I'm seriously out of it. That's how tired I am. I'm not even paying attention to the chat, and I'm staring right at it.
Now, would you take a on this list? Would you take a longbow or recurve? I know you have a recurve. That's
Each one has its benefit, but taking a longbow is a lot harder to walk around in the bush with because it just sticks out way too darn far.
it depends on if you know how to hunt it with it or not.
Hunting with it's not the problem. Walking around with that thing, that's walking
Like I
around with
said,
a
when I
bow.
mean
That's
hunt with it, that means including walking around with it.
I'd rather take a compact, or I mean, not compound, not comp. Jesus Christ,
A
Recurve.
takedown recurve, yeah.
fish. Recurve is what I would take.
I wonder if they would allow my survival longbow or not.
I believe one of the participants in season 8 actually had a takedown bow.
I saw that's what the picture of the on the website is of a takedown
But that's
bow.
for season 9. But I believe one of the guys from season 8 actually had a takedown bow.
You think it was a Samick?
I know the picture for the season had a Samick on there, but I don't remember if it was a Samick or not. Because again, Samick's not the only one that makes takedown bows.
What are you eating now?
I just told you. How fresh?
I thought you were going to do your animal crackers.
I mean, these things. By the way, not sponsored by these.
I didn't put this product thing. I can change the list for product placement stuff, but please bear with me. If we need to do that, let me know.
Say
I'd
what?
rather be sponsored by a traditional archery shop. That would be totally awesome.
I wouldn't mind being sponsored by Home Depot, considering the amount of stuff I buy from them people.
What about Hullum's Nursery or any nursery in the local area?
That would be nice.
Oh, you're sponsored by Miracle Grow.
Nah.
They have the budget, dude.
So is Home Depot. Home Depot's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Well, then you can also choose what's another good one? Tractor Supply Company.
Yeah, I don't buy a lot from them because their stuff is overpriced.
But if you're sponsored by them, you wouldn't have to buy anything.
Not necessarily. They're going to want to try to send me well pumps. I'm just like, first off, I don't have a well, so what am I going to use?
Yet,
the pump
but
for?
you could. You said you could.
I'd be all right if they try to send me a tractor. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll use this for a couple of years. Do a review on it.
Yes, he does do yeah, we're lefties. A lot of us are lefties on this channel. Except we don't have our third lefty. We don't have Johnny.
And yes, I can eat anything with chopsticks.
Jello.
I can probably do Jello.
I'd like to see it.
I've done cheesecake.
I think that would be a good one. Watermelon.
Well, that's easy to eat with cheese chopsticks. And yeah, Grace, I do agree. Watching Roland take down that bison after shooting it in the butt and then stabbing it 4 times, that was hilarious.
That's a lot of food, though, for one person.
Dude. Yeah.
Did he
He
skin
got
it?
pilfered.
He
Some of
what?
that meat got pilfered by some of the animals, but that's like a 1,500-pound chunk of meat.
And he still got to keep most of it.
Yeah, he was running low on he had the proteins, but he was running low on the fat. I think that's why he was super happy when I think it was either he got the fish or that porcupine.
Yeah, a lot of fat in the porcupine. Raccoons got a lot of body fat, too.
But they didn't have any raccoons in that area.
Oh, probably not. But like I said, I haven't only watched maybe the first season. That's about it.
Yeah, the last season they were in basically caribou. I would say caribou because that's pretty much what was up there. They had moose, But yeah, that bison they took down, or water buffalo or whatever the heck it was, I forgot. He ran across a herd of them, and he was debating on getting one of the stragglers, but when these guys get dropped off, they're roughly 5 to 7 miles from each other. 5 to 7 miles for a human, that's a long day's walk. But for an entire herd of, bison,
That's a morning jaunt.
If they're running.
Yeah.
So one of his thoughts was he didn't want to do it. He did not want to chase any one of those and potentially risk sending that herd into one of the opponent's camps.
That makes sense.
Potentially killing that opponent. And to be honest, he didn't need the meat. He didn't need none of it.
Why is that?
Because he already killed one. And he still had plenty of meat from the first kill.
Oh, he's hunted more than one then.
Yeah, that's what I said. If he did not have the risk of having that herd, it was like 50 of them too, like 50 or 60 of them. If there wasn't a risk of having that herd trample into another competitor's camp, he might have gone for one of the smaller ones.
What do you do with the hide?
I don't know. I know he used the hide around the brain for a brain pouch. That was funny. It was his brain pouch stash. But yeah, personally, that hide I would have tried to stretch it, tan it, scrape off as much as I could, and I would have used that as a damn blanket.
Oh yeah.
Like there was what's her name? She had like 15, 20 rabbits. She just kept getting them. Like she'd get like 3 or 4 every couple of days.
That's a lot of rabbits, but not a lot of body fat on them though. Generally,
I think he got a porcupine and some fish. That was all he got.
How long did he last?
He lasted 100 days.
He's like him and Zach are the only ones, right?
Well, that was the goal. The prize money was $1 million to make it 100 days. You basically make 10 grand a day surviving out there.
By winning.
By winning. Essentially, you're making for that jackpot, the breakdown was like 10 grand a day, but you're going to lose 20% of that in taxes anyway.
Right.
So you're looking at maybe 850,000.
That's still not bad.
That's still a huge chunk of change.
Oh yeah. What did he do for a living anyway?
He was a survivalist.
Did he have a school or anything he ran, or is it just something he? Okay.
All right, take care, Don. Have a good one.
Thank you for coming, Don. Love you. Hope to see you soon.
You.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, I think Roland got like 1 or 2 rabbits. He got the bison, or whatever that thing was. He got a couple of fish. He had a fox too, but he let the fox go.
Where were they located at when they did all that?
God, somewhere in Alaska.
Okay.
I think is where it was.
I wonder what he thought when someone just showed up out of the blue when he won. He didn't tell him that he won until they picked him up.
Oh, you don't. You just know he was marking on a tree. He would put notches in it, like marks. So he would just cut a notch into it for every day that he was there. I think he had 101 notches because of the way you start off. But yeah, his sister was the one that popped out, and she's just like running into his camp and just screams his name. What up, Blake?
Blake's been here off and on.
Yeah,
I think Blake's sending me something.
So last night, by the way, I ended up going another hour and 20 minutes.
Really? You know what happened after I got done with you? I closed my lid on my computer. I sat back and I was out until 2 in the morning. Then I woke up, went to the bathroom, went to bed.
Yeah, I threw my link up like 20 minutes before I was figuring out. I figured I'd throw that up there. 20 minutes before Blake pops up, Joe decides to pop up. So I had GSG on there for like an hour.
Who?
GSG, Garden State Gardener coach.
Oh, okay. I'm not used to you hearing him call him Joe. Now, if
I had him up, and then Blake came in Blake was in the basement. He was I was like, who the heck is in my basement now?
Okay, I just put Blake up there. If Blake wants to pop up, he can pop up.
I didn't know it was Blake because he had the name he popped up under came up as there's something different. I'm like, who the heck is that? And then I seen his face and I was like, oh, it's freaking Blake, just sneaking in all funky. So I let him up. We just sat there talking about gardening and the fact that he can't grow anything in his yard because like you go 1.5 feet down, it's all gravel.
What would you?
Because his yard used to be a car lot.
Grow anything in gravel? That kind of ground?
Do what?
Can you grow anything in that?
Trees?
Just trees or shrubs and stuff, right? Okay.
Mainly trees, because what ends up happening is the roots hit that gravel, but as long as there's water down below, they'll go toward that water. They'll straight bypass the gravel and just go straight in there.
Grace said we didn't have to say Blake 3 times. We haven't said the magic word for the other one.
Yeah, he's probably super busy today.
Oh, most likely. Now, I would like to see his personal preference on his take on what he would choose.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, like I said, the last item it would be kind of hard for me to choose between the axe or a saw. You know?
Well, if you got one, pick the other. Take an axe and a saw.
Well, the thing is that the last item on my list would be one or the other. I have the other 9 already accounted for. So I probably if I could, I'd probably take a bow saw. They didn't say anything about folding or anything, just a saw.
No, dude, somebody went out there with a freaking silky saw.
Oh, it worked for him.
Somebody was out there with the big boy 300.
Really? Those things are expensive.
Yeah, they were out there with the 18, 20-inch freaking silky saw.
Wow. It's defense and cutting down trees all in one.
I would not do defense on that when you break your blade.
No,
but that thing will cut down a tree wicked fast.
If an animal came after you.
I'm kicking it.
Okay. Be right back. I got to make a privy.
Apple's getting tired, I can already tell.
No, I'm be right back.
I need some Pepsi. And I need more high octane tea. And yes, I'm just kind of chugging it. Whoa, I think I put too much octane in that one. I'm just going to try this to see if it works. Scouts table, scouts table, scouts table. If that works and he pops in here, I'm going to be so mad. So for those of you who actually watch my gardening videos, I'm currently 6 or 7 videos behind. So a little over 4 to 5 weeks. And the stuff that I filmed today was a rather long one. So hopefully you'll see that in another week or 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. And then I've got one of my beds that I'm working on. I've got it 90% finished today, which will be filmed on the next one when I do another film or video. And then after that, you guys will probably see the after effects of me putting the stuff in the ground. But I still have 8 or 9 feet of like my normal raised beds. I have no idea what to put in them. Last year I had daikon radishes. Grew about 8 of those. Never ate a single one of them. They just sat in my fridge and then they just shriveled up and we just chucked them. I should probably do more carrots, but I think I mixed up 2 of my pepper plants. So I think I have one of my hot peppers next to a bell pepper plant and the same thing in my other one. And host is back, and pardon me.
Okay, what's up with this?
When you walked away, I thought I would try the summoning skills. So I said Scout's Table, Scout's Table, Scout's Table.
Johnny 5, Johnny 5, Johnny 5.
Well, here you go, Blake. Just kidding.
We need one more person up here. We'll have a boob, 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 and boob. Yeah.
Well, if Blake gets up here, we got the 3 boobs anyway.
Yep. No, the problem is with me, I had just mac and cheese for supper. And then I drank Pepsi just now, and it kind of mixed in my stomach. It didn't go well.
There are certain things you don't mix with cheese that I've learned the
Pepsi's
hard
one
way.
of them. But Jenny wanted mac and cheese, and she wanted chili mac in particular. I didn't feel up to chili mac.
Every time I make chili mac, I get 3 meals out of it. And by the time I get to the 3rd one, I can only eat about a half of that, and then I'm just like, I can't eat this no more.
No, I haven't been eating much generally the last couple of days, so
Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I've been hungry. I've been eating. It's just not a lot. I was when I first got on, I had trouble with people missing out what I'm talking about because of my my ad at the beginning of my video, my live stream.
There was an ad at the beginning of the video.
You know what I mean? It said Jesse usually he plays the drums as like an intro type setup.
Yeah, he does like 2 to 3 minutes of musical interlude.
How do you do that like he did? I'm not going to be playing my flute for 2-3 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm not that good.
Usually when I start a live, because I know not everybody has the ad space or AdSense, or not AdSense, sorry, the premium, I just ramble on for the first 3 or 4 minutes about just nothing. I kind of like sort of just talk to my computer or talk to the screen. I just say like a standard greeting, blah, 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 and some other blah, blah, blah. And then usually after about 4 or 5 minutes, somebody usually pops up.
Well, that's what Grace and Cecilia said. You know, I don't know what else to do. I mean,
just talk about Mac randomly for 3 minutes.
I can't.
Why?
Math? Really?
Mac, your cat.
Oh, Mac. He was with Jenny. Now, if I had a little video of Mac playing for about 3 minutes, that would be kind of cool. But no, I don't have that. I go fishing with Mac every morning. Do you know that?
Yeah. What is it? Whiskers? The fishing? The snacks?
Nope. Actually, I'll go get the setup and I'll show you.
He left a brown chair. He farted so hard the chair turned brown. Just kidding. I am just kidding, folks. I'm just being weird.
This is the little fishing rod that Ian caught with his magnet one time.
Oh yeah. And you got a cat lure on the end of that thing, don't you?
Actually, it's a little little Celtic charm looking thing. That's it.
You should get one of those catnip mice and hook it up to that.
Well, the thing is, he chases this thing down. I just toss it from the living room all the way to the kitchen and start reeling it in, and he just chases it down. And he pounces on it and all this other stuff. And I have to do that every single morning.
Hey, he's getting his exercise.
Yep. I mean, I tried doing it with the the little laser pointer thing, but he gets bored with that really quick. But this is random every single time, and he likes it.
There you go.
I was thinking about putting like a bell on there or something like that, but yeah. But like I was telling you earlier about the 2 coyotes I seen yesterday. I had to do a double take. I mean, I saw one. I thought it was a dog. Looked closer. It goes, nope, that's not a dog. Then I saw the second one right next to it.
That's weird.
It was. And it wasn't too far from the casino either. But that's where a field where a lot of cattle and calves are at.
Ah, gotcha. So they're probably hunting in packs and get one of the stragglers.
Possibly.
And see, here's the thing. A lot of farmers, I'm just going to straight say it because I know this is true. They shoot them because they're attacking their herd. But the problem is, it's not the coyotes' fault. It's our fault. Because we are, little by little, we are encroaching upon their territory. They're packets. Coyotes can be pack animals.
But they are pack animals. They're not can be. They are.
No, I've seen coyotes just walk around in like groups of like one or like by either singly or by themselves, but they're usually
Singly or by themselves?
Yeah, by themselves.
No. You said singly or by themselves.
Yeah, I'm tired, dude. Like I said, I spent the last I went outside at 9:30 this morning. And
whose fault is that, Cliff?
I got on what? When I got on, I had just finished showering maybe 30 minutes before I got on here. I was done, like cleaned up everything. But yeah,
there's an open season on coyotes here, Blake. So continuously open season on pigeons.
Oh man, I wish we had open season on pigeons here. They are everywhere.
Yeah, groundhogs, coyotes, and pigeons are continuous open seasons.
You just need to scare off the coyotes. You don't necessarily need to shoot them unless you're going to eat the meat or sell the pelt.
Well, like I said, I've never seen them during the day where they were located at.
I was going to say, I've seen yotes deer in the daytime. I have a couple of huge fields by my house, and I've seen them in there just walking around.
Yeah, I've never seen them this close to town before. So, like I said, that's usually a farmer's field where you see cattle grazing. I just happened to look over there. I was on the on-ramp coming home, and I just happened to look to the right, and there they were.
Wait. Blake, you got free-range beavers up there? I hope the beavers got their shots.
You need to bring out dollar bills for that.
Yeah, right.
I better stop before I get in trouble.
Before Grace gets mad.
That's the trouble I'm worried about. Because we have very few ladies in here at the moment.
I think, yeah, Grace and Blake.
I don't think we count Blake.
Yeah, I'm just giving Blake some flack.
Yeah, just the three of us right now. It was four of us if you include
brother.
Grace.
No, I'm sure Grace is in here still lurking.
Oh, I'm sure she is. But we actually had up to 9 or so people in here at the beginning. So
yeah, if most of y'all didn't live so dang far away, I'd probably get along with every one of y'all.
Oh, I'm sure. What?
Me and Blake, I can almost guarantee me and Blake would be doing stupid stuff next to each other.
You guys would be doing something I would have to bail you out for.
Yeah. Let's see. Blake's a redneck. I'm a redneck. We'd both be doing stupid stuff.
I'd be the brother you guys call on to say, hey, can you come get me out of jail?
Yeah, you'd be the older brother. Me and Blake would be the two younger brothers doing stupid stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
let's stick a bottle rocket up our nose and see how far it goes.
it's like okay, but I'd be the older brother that wouldn't get caught doing it because you know better. Doesn't say I wouldn't do it, just means I wouldn't get caught at
I
it.
already know there's something me and Blake would do that I used to do as a kid with my uncles, and that's shoot bottle rockets at each other and throw like black cats.
No, they around here there was a what was that? Not bottle rockets. The other things that shoot.
The missiles?
Not missiles. Crikey. I know what they are. I see them in my head. The word for them escapes me for the moment.
Describe it so I can tell you what it is.
Okay. It comes in a tube. They shoot multiple times.
Roman candles?
Roman candles.
So even Blake got it.
Yeah. At each other.
Oh, yeah. I used to do that too. Me and my uncles would have Roman candle wars. Yeah.
I
so
wouldn't
I'm
hold
telling
your
you, me and
beer at all, Blake.
Yeah. Me and Blake would be the two dumb rednecks shooting stuff like that at each other.
And I'll be the guy picking you up off the ground afterwards.
Oh, no. Dude, I've been hit with bottle rockets, Roman candles, black cats.
No,
That stuff
I mean,
does not
after you guys
faze
are
me one
passed
bit.
out, still holding them in your hand, I'd have to be the one pick you up and take you home.
Nah. I've had those things explode in my hand, fingers.
No. I didn't say you were done. I mean, you would pass out while still doing it, and I'd have to pick you up and take you home.
Oh, good luck on that one, dude. I don't sleep when I'm near fireworks because I'm a pyro, so I have a fondness of blowing stuff up and burning things.
Oh, that's why I have a one of the giant sparklers.
Just keep a fire extinguisher on hand. Because
I can do that.
knowing me and Blake, we'd probably light one of ourselves on fire.
Oh, no, we don't play with fire too much around here because Jenny got those burns a few years ago. We don't play with that because of the seriousness of what happened to her. So
That's what I'm saying. Just keep a fire extinguisher on hand.
I got a major burn kit on hand. I keep with me. So you bought some mortars on Tuesday? Okay.
Oh, nice.
He's ready for 4th of July.
I still have like 3 years worth of fireworks that I've purchased over a decade ago. I'm still lighting them stupid things off.
Okay. What is your schedule generally like around 4th of July?
I work.
Could you get off a couple of days?
Nope.
Dang.
It's one of our busier times.
I'm trying to figure out a good day for where you could go up there for about a week and hang out.
4th of July, I will unfortunately be accompanied by the ones that squeezed me out or created me.
Well, at least you can still do that. I don't have mine anymore. That's cool, Blake.
I'm reluctant.
What?
Blake, you better get those out before they get you.
Or they explode. They can
I had a box one time.
explode.
I bought some in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and it was like 40 mortars, and it came with like 4 separate tubes. And I think one of the tubes, I used the tube, the third time I used that tube, blew out the bottom 4 inches of that thing. The tube just shot up into the sky, and that mortar went about 1.5 feet in the ground, landed on the ground, kept going, and then just exploded like 4 feet away.
I bet your ears were ringing.
Needless to say, it was unexpected, and it was thankfully was done in an area where there were no cars or people, houses, or windows.
Were the cops called?
No.
You're lucky.
Yeah, when I grew up in Denver, one of my neighbors had moved out because they were on the older side, so they were moving to, I think they had were moving to, I think actually were moving to Florida. And the people that bought their house, the guy happened to be a sergeant in the police force.
Oh no.
Bro, anytime there was a call for like fireworks going off, the cops would roll by. He would come out. He was like, I got this, guys. And he would give his designation and then be like, all right. And then they would just drive down the street and leave. And he would be out there launching that stuff out there with us.
So he was your get out of jail free card.
Yeah, he was like he was our high ranking decoy, which was amazing.
I just got to pick out a good, time to go up there and visit you that you can actually come and hang out with me. Otherwise, there would be no point going.
Yeah, no, I'm like always busy.
That's the problem. You're like Johnny.
I'm not as bad as Johnny. At least I make it onto these things.
Well, that's true.
So if you're watching these later, Johnny, we love you, but stop working so much and get your butt back here because we miss you.
Oh man, could you imagine if we found a way to get to Hawaii and just kidnap him from work?
Watch it be the one time you get to Hawaii and that sucker's in California.
Probably.
It'd be the 1 week you go out there to try to get him, and he'll be in California.
That's why
Which,
we talked.
If you're watching this later, Johnny, you better let me know what date you might be in California so we can so I can try to find a workaround so we can see each other. I'll drive to Arizona just so we're like halfway.
And if you happen to come to Iowa, you better let me know. If I find out you go through Iowa and don't let me know, I will. Okay, I don't want to say
He's gonna
curse.
be livid.
I don't want to curse. That's a whole thing they stick. But yeah.
Let's just say, saying the word pissed is not cursing. So Colin will be pissed if you go that way and you don't say hi.
When I mean curses, I mean old school granny witches and that kind of curse.
What is that movie? That guy that pissed off that gypsy
Thinner.
at the carnival, and his curse was thinner. No matter how much he ate, he just kept losing weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that movie. Super creepy, but dang, I love that movie.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what person can we contact in his life that he would have to listen to no matter what.
Anne.
Then we have to contact Anne and explain.
Yeah, we'd have to contact Annie. I think it's Anne or Annie. No, Anne.
It's Anne. The E is silent. She's the one that handles all his editing anyway.
But I was gonna say there was something else I was gonna say too. Oh, if I go to Arizona, I got to get a hold of Jason.
Like I said, if I go back to Arizona, I'd have to get a hold of both of you guys.
Yeah, see, coming to Arizona for you is a lot more troublesome than me going to Arizona because that's just the next state over.
No, I mean, if I'm going that direction anyway for vacation, I can make it, I'll have a week or so to deal with.
Yeah, an extra 12 hours on a train won't be that bad.
I won't have to drive. I can eat on the train. I can sleep on the train.
And if when I get my car back and it runs and it's good to go, I'd still have plenty of room for you and Jenny inside the car. So
if you forget one more person.
Oh, Ian's coming too?
Oh, Ian would have to go. Okay, remember, we talked about going to the thrift shops there in Denver. Can you tell me he would not want to go?
To be honest, I don't know how many thrift stores are in Denver. I know of like one or two, and then like the massive what the heck? I forgot what it was called. Serious brain fart. That place where you have all the vendors outdoors, and there's usually
flea
like
market?
200 of them.
The flea market?
Thank you, flea market. Just how tired I am. I can't even think. Flea market. Yeah, Blake, you need to come over here to New Mexico for like a week during the summer, and you're going to go back to Georgia and think it's a freaking vacation spa because it's going to be way colder. Like we hit 93 today, and it's not even May, or it's barely the end of May. I haven't even hit June, July temperatures. which are going to hit like 110, 112 guaranteed this year. I am not looking forward to it.
I don't know how hot it's supposed to be here in Iowa. I know it doesn't get really hot until August or so. And that's when I'm going to be hitting that 141 garage sale. I think it's like 171 miles long. I'm taking a day off or two for that one.
You're going to have to take like 3 days off.
Well, the thing is, we're going to be going one way, getting a hotel room on the other end, then coming back the other way the next day to head home. And I was thinking we need a pickup with a trailer because we probably pick up a ton of crap that we probably don't need. But
that's usually how it goes in those places. You go there and you're like, ooh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. And then you get home and you're like, why did I buy this? I'm not ever going to use it.
Generally the stuff I look for is like I did with the flea markets. I look for archery gear. I found some when I was there.
Gear, weird things to cook on.
Cast iron is always on the list. You know.
There is a such thing as too much cast iron because unless
I'm looking for particular
daily,
stuff of cast iron, not just any cast iron. I'm looking for a chicken cooker next. I don't have one.
I got a chicken cooker right there in the chat, right where I'm pointing.
Grace?
No. She's way up there.
No. Grace is in the middle, right between Blake and Blake.
Yeah, way up there on my YouTube chat.
When you on my screen, you're pointing right at Grace.
Oh, that's weird. All I see is I see Blake, Grace, and then like 7 more Blake.
Okay, now try it again. Let me see what happens. Point. You just pointed at yourself.
I haven't typed anything. See, Grace is down there.
Yeah. You're pointing at Grace now. It says talking to Michael. What you pointed at.
Oh my God, dude, you need to refresh your chat because that was like 10, 15 minutes ago.
Give me a moment.
Yes, Don's like, yeah, I'm eating them with chopsticks. We're talking about melatonin. Dude, yeah, you're... Man.
I just refreshed it, so give me a moment.
How do you heat treat flint, huh? That's interesting.
Okay. Nope, I got the same thing.
What?
The last thing Blake talked on my channel is I use one of my cast kettles to heat treat flint.
Yeah, and then above that, it's Grace says I'm down here, and then above that it says don't come to Georgia, and then
my screen goes from the bottom to the top, and I got it listed for all the way back for till 1020.
Oh, yours is weird then.
Well, I'm the owner of the channel, so.
Well, I know, but even when I host, all my stuff goes from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, it does. But I just got it where it's strung out a little bit, so I can read it better.
Blind.
But the last thing, but on my StreamYard side, the top of the thing shows here to Hogs and Beavers was at the top of my screen. At the bottom it says the cast kettle comment. Weird, I know.
So you must have had to. Oh, you probably stretched out your main chat all weird.
Yeah, I had to in order to read it. I'm nearsighted, dude.
Yeah, I usually just get mine. Me personally, I just where the edge of the box is on StreamYard, where it turns between the black and the white space between the chat. I usually just hit it right at the edge of the black spot.
Right.
That's usually where mine sits. I mean, technically, I could go over a little bit more, but
yeah, I know they explode, Blake, because they usually have moisture in them, water pockets, and that gets superheated, and then they cause them to explode.
It's not even that. Some of those rocks are kind of similar to like the properties of ceramic. You can't stick most ceramics on a stove. They just explode like a hand grenade. Trust me, I know from both personal experience and watching my dad do it.
Your dad was in the military?
No, exploding plates.
Oh.
You never set a porcelain plate on a hot stove. They go boom.
Do
and
not
they
put
just stand
popcorn in the glass bowl and put it in the microwave.
You can do a glass bowl in the microwave.
No. Popcorn kernels, fresh kernels, no oil. Don't put them in a microwave. Because the glass will go.
I've never had that problem.
It happened to me when I was in the service.
That is interesting.
It will shatter the glass. That's weird, but it does.
Okay, that makes sense, Blake.
Okay,
Using
just for
a,
people's notice,
kettle
I'll give you guys
cooker
the
for,
10-minute warning. You got 10 minutes to go.
9 minutes and 11 seconds.
And we
I
have
guess that
7
means I can
people in the
chug
chat.
this.
Woohoo! 7 people. Thank you for coming. An egg in a microwave. Yep, same thing.
I wanted to finish that off with that's what she said, but never mind. I was busy drinking.
You can do an egg in a microwave if you poke a hole in it.
You got to do that low and slow because they explode.
No, you can actually cook in a microwave in the shell if you poke a hole in it.
There's another way to do it too. Wrap it in a wet paper towel.
I don't know.
Because of the way microwaves work from the inside out.
Right.
So as long as you got it wrapped in that wet paper towel, it doesn't superheat the outside and get all weird. And yeah, I've seen people do that too, but it's still cooking an egg in a microwave is a kind of one of those hit and miss things. You either do it right or you do it wrong every time.
Oh, I'm going to show. I don't think I showed Blake your new thing I got you.
Yeah, he got me a new thing. And before you say anything, Blake, shut up.
I got his crank right here, folks. He's a little cranky.
My hand crank. Use that to start a car.
I'm sure you probably could.
He didn't even say egg. He said try an egg.
Egg.
An egg. Oh, man, excuse me.
Now, it also has a bit, folks. It's got a really nice wood drill bit that goes with this. And it was actually a pretty decent price, $10.
I've got some standard machine style auger bits.
Look at the wood. Look at the wood grain on this thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah. And I will send the sunflower seeds that I told you asked about with this as well.
Yeah, just keep them. Try to grow some.
I don't want them.
Why?
I don't have the room. Remember, I'm
room
limited
right
on space.
I've got like 25 sunflower seeds growing over here, and then one random one where
I don't know if it's walnut, Blake, but it is pretty nice. And it's a ratcheting style.
Damn, most of those were hardwoods. So probably either redwood or really, really odd oak, like dark oak. Could even be cherry. What, Grace? You still talking to Michael over there? Tell Michael to get over here. Get on the stream with us.
And here's the drill bit that he gets to go with it.
Last time I ate, folks, was at like 1 o'clock. Actually, no, it was like 11:45.
There you go. There's your new arrowhead.
Pew.
Look at that tip. Ian has one that I would prefer to send with you, but he won't let me do it. This one.
Oh, I hate those bits.
But that goes with that drill he got too. So
I hate that style a bit because the holes are never round. They're oblong because of the way that cuts.
Right.
Those holes are never round. It's always like an odd shape.
But this one will be round.
Yeah, that one will make round holes. It's just a matter of holding the stupid thing straight. But either way, it'll be a round hole.
So we're going to say what, like Grace did? What?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out Oh, link.
Link to
For
what?
All of 5 minutes.
Oh, you want for the which link is? I'll give this link up.
I think it's the normal link.
I got that link.
Told her to get up here with Michael.
Yep. We're up.
For a whole 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Yep. We get Blake up here too. That'd be kind of cool.
I had him up on mine yesterday. That's why I ended up going like another hour and a half. Because I had him
I'm
and
not
Bill.
definitely going to hour and a half, but
Me and Blake were talking about gardening stuff and a few other things. I don't want.
Hello.
hello.
Hola.
Hola.
How's
¿Qué pasa?
More bien.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. How you doing, Michael?
Doing pretty good.
So are you going to end up driving your mom out here for the get-together next month?
I'm going to try to. I got a car show I'm going to in Indianapolis next week. So it's going to be a lot of driving for me.
Oh, I understand. But it's not until the 17th or 17th, let's see, 18th and 19th of next month. So you have some time.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit obligated to. I kind of want to, but I have so much. But more than likely, I'm going to come out, do some fishing.
There's an archery range on
do
site
some
too.
shooting. Excuse me?
There's an archery range on site too.
Yeah, do some shooting. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And JB's bringing his boat.
Yep. I got two. I bought. Well, actually, I was gifted 2 recurve bows.
Oh,
they're
I'd love
really
to see
nice.
those. I want to see those.
And like they're vintage, and like they're in really good condition. I look forward to shooting them.
I'm looking to seeing them myself too. Also, let's see, what is it? Dang it,
Hey,
there's
wait a
some-
minute. Wait a minute. Hey, you guys kind of sound quiet to me. How do I turn the volume up? Is there a way to do that?
It's whatever your secondary function button is, and then you should have a volume on either your up or down keys or up top on your subsequent. It's either F1 or F, whatever your volume is on those ones.
Cliff, I'm on a tablet. I don't have the function keys. So.
Then it should just be one of the side tab buttons, whatever your normal
Okay.
volume button is.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see. Let me check something here.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
That's a little louder. Okay.
Testing,
I
testing,
had it.
all of us 3.
Okay. I had mine automatically adjusting, so. Now we have a lot of stuff we're going to be doing next month. It should be a lot of fun. I'm also bringing my Ian's magnet for magnet fishing, so that should be a lot of fun too.
That would probably be my best bet of catching anything. A
Well,
magnet.
if you have a magnet, bring it. If you don't, we'll bring Ian's. You can use it. And
Well, Michael's got some big magnets.
Okay, we bring them. We have
Well,
like
the
6 or 7
problem is
docks you can go over.
I don't know how
I do
far.
have a question for Grace.
Huh?
I have a question for Grace.
Grace, Cliff's got a question for you.
What's that?
Did you get a chance to see Justin's video today?
Justin from Waypoint Outdoor Adventures?
No, Garden State Gardener.
No, Justin, not Joe. I said Justin.
I didn't even know he had one.
Justin's got it. His Waypoint Outdoor Adventures.
No,
No,
I
he
didn't
put
know
out a video today?
Video today.
Yeah, he put out a video today.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
No, I bet you YouTube unsubscribed me from him. I've been noticing a few people have dropped off and I've had to resubscribe. I didn't get a
For
notification.
some reason, it didn't pop up on my computer, but it popped up on my phone. So I just got to find him again. But yeah, he threw up a video today. It was titled something, A Small Cabin in the Woods.
So, have you watched it?
Not yet. I've been outside
wondering if
working all day, dear. I've been roasting. I've
Waypoint
been turning
Survival
myself
is his
into a
channel,
crispy
right?
critter.
Waypoint Survival,
Yeah.
correct?
Waypoint Adventures Outdoors. If you don't see a
Wait, that's a
W
different one. Okay.
with a little circle around it, that's not Justin. Who the heck?
Yeah, I got a couple magnets. I was
but the problem is they weigh 56 pounds.
Ooh, that's a little heavy.
Yeah, I don't know if I can throw those too far.
What the heck? You got the 100 kg magnet or what?
No, it's a subwoofer. A speaker goes boom.
Ah,
Oh, Ian tried that, doing that with that for a while. It didn't. It didn't work for him. He went and got a real magnet. For his birthday.
Neodymium, probably.
He's got a 660-pound magnet.
yeah, I got a 250.
What is it? Neodymium?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rare earth, strong
I've
magnet.
actually got some smaller ones that are about like this big that I need. I've been trying to figure out a way to attach lines to them to get them to work, so I can use those because they're pretty powerful.
Yep.
Cliff,
So it's gonna
I'm looking on my phone at Justin's channel, Waypoint Outdoor Adventures, and I don't see a new video up.
I just looked at it.
Really? It's one today at like 8 a.m. this morning. Or at least, well, it was like
It doesn't-
4 a.m.
it
for my
doesn't-
time, but
DIY.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is. I see it. Never mind. Never
yeah,
mind.
it's
I got it
build
now.
DIY off
Okay.
tiny house complete build.
Okay, I got it. I'll have to watch it later. It's only about a half an hour long.
Last one from that was 4 months ago. Was the Northern Michigan winter hot tent camping?
Did he ever
Yeah.
say what property he ended up with?
No,
Nope.
and I'm like mad as heck at him because he still hasn't told us, and it's been like
Hey,
8 months.
yeah, and I know Cliff has posted a comment probably on one of Justin's videos. I saw it, and I think I posted a comment about it too. About what property did you choose? He hasn't
Yes,
told
because
us.
he was doing a bet for that one. Like he was doing a thing for it to like
A giveaway, yeah.
yeah.
Not
something
that
like
I'm that
giveaway or
worried about the
something from, like,
giveaway.
who got it? I'm telling you, I don't think he took the property with the blueberries. I think he took the property that was next to the lake.
Johnny commented on that video 13 hours ago.
Yeah, I see Johnny's comments
I am
every now
broke
and
off
then.
at Johnny right now. I'm mad at Johnny.
Uh-oh.
I can
Johnny?
guarantee you, it was probably Olive that commented on it.
I know she does comment for him on some of the videos to help him keep up, but sometimes when I read the comments, you can tell if it's kind of real in depth, it's more likely to be Johnny. But if it's just a short and sweet, hey, great video or something like that, then it might be Olive.
Okay, this one here, it says that property is working out nice. It is got. Y-A
And
got.
Homestead all the way, bro.
Yeah. And then he does all the emojis. That's
He's got his
Johnny.
frog. Yeah, that was definitely Johnny. Which is weird because his turtle's not on there.
I know. No, it is. It's the first one.
No, that's a frog.
It's a frog?
Yeah. It's a frog, a beer glass, a chef's knife, and some fire.
Oh, it is a frog. Why not what happened to the turtle?
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's how you know it's not Johnny. I think that was Olive that might have commented on that one, or maybe Ann. Because
Okay.
usually he does the frog and the
Olive
turtle.
likes frogs.
He also likes turtles because he's got a turtle pond.
I thought he had trouble with one of his turtles or something.
I like frog.
Yeah, adventure. Yeah,
Well,
even Blue Frog-
I'm hoping you guys like this place we're going to. It's a lot closer to my house, which is like literally a mile away, and it's pretty cool. Jenny is looking forward to doing a lot of cooking. She likes cooking for people, so that's gonna be cool. Breakfast burritos for everybody with lots of bacon.
Yeah, lots of bacon.
Can't go wrong with bacon.
Bacon, hash browns, eggs, tortillas.
There is
green
one way of
peppers.
going wrong with bacon. Turkey bacon.
Wow. What was that?
I said you can go wrong with bacon. It's called turkey bacon. And no thank you. I'd rather have bacon.
No, I
Yeah,
heard
not-
about one that's worse than that.
Spam
Soy
bacon. Say what?
Soy bacon.
Ooh.
Oh, that's worse than turkey bacon.
Yep.
Okay, the best bacon I've ever had is venison bacon. That
cow
stuff
bacon.
is delicious. I had a customer who gifted me a couple of pounds of it a while back.
Okay, Cliff, check this out.
I'm checking it, but nothing's there yet.
Give me a second. Morningstar Farms veggie bacon.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
I agree.
I mean, I don't care who you are. There's no such thing as meatless bacon.
I agree.
Yeah, you can cut a carrot as thin as you want, dehydrate it, and call it bacon, but it ain't bacon.
Look, soy bacon. Those words should never be mixed together.
What? Boy and bacon or soy and veggie?
Soy and bacon.
Yeah, you can't call it veggie and then say it's bacon.
It's like if you're going to be a vegetarian, then just don't eat meat, not even pretend meat. Just, don't do that. It's if you want something that tastes like bacon, eat bacon.
I'm looking for the asterisk on that package.
I'm just made it bigger. I'm going to take a look a little closer myself.
A lot of times they'll say like, flavored or something like that,
May contain one or more of the following items.
I'm
Not
looking
bacon.
for the ingredients.
Yeah, it even says right there gluten-free, so that's definitely not even like meat. It might have meat flavored, but yeah, that GF right there in that circle, no, that tells you right there that's not even close to meat.
Yeah, that's not even food.
I wouldn't feed that to a starving pig.
Okay, I'm just going to do this just to get rid of that. It's like that would just.
That picture
Yeah.
hurt my brain.
Okay,
Yeah, it
folks,
was
I need to say
obnoxious.
this, but it's time for me to go. We're already 6 minutes past.
Almost 7.
Yeah. I need to get some sleep. But thank you all for coming. It was totally awesome. The discussion, I'm not sure if Michael, if you saw what we were discussing today.
I told him about it.
If you want to go back and watch it and find out, the list is in the description of my channel.
Yeah.
On my
That's
YouTube
part of
site.
what I was when I was talking to him. That's part of what we were talking about is what items, I picked out and what he would pick out.
I really hope that, Grace, you chose your flint and steel over the ferro rod.
Yeah, at first I was going feral rod, but really what I would need to find out first is if they allow you to have char cloth.
But like I said, you don't.
No, you have to make your own while you're out there.
Yeah, well,
You could make it out of, because not only do you can use some of your own personal clothing if you needed to, or
Roland, yeah, Grace, didn't you watch the episode? Roland made his own char cloth while he was out there.
it's been too long ago. I don't particularly remember that part of the.
yeah, I
you
just
can also
watched it.
use
Done
pulp
watching it like a
wood.
week
You can use,
ago.
there's different methods of you can use to make stuff for fire starters.
Yeah.
No, that's all I can tell you. But I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you. Otherwise, I would be up for until midnight. No issues whatsoever.
Yeah, we've done it before, so yeah, we got to let this guy get some sleep. I'll get some sleep in
Man,
about
this
4
guy over
hours.
here needs sleep too. He's worse than I am right now. He's exhausted.
I'll get some sleep in about 4 hours.
Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
I'm gonna whack you with the people's eyebrow.
People's eyebrow. People's elbow. Ugh.
That's the people's
But
eyebrow.
you guys take care. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down.
Okay.
Later's Grace. Later,
Later,
Michael.
Grace.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. Bye, Michael.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
That was cool. I like when Grace comes up. But I'm going to talk to you later, brother. I
Yep.
really need. My eyes are
End the
burning.
stream.
Major time.
Otherwise, we're gonna keep going.
No, it will probably end up keep going as soon as I end my stream. I'm ending
Yeah,
in
no,
5,
once this
4,
ends.
3, 2, 1.